Hello and happy Friday evening. Hello to everyone. Tia, nice to see you in the chat as always. How's everyone doing this evening? Hope you all had a good week to look back on. I know for many of us, it's been a busy week. For tonight's stream, it's something a little unusual for me. I've never played this game before, and not that that's unusual, because I mean, I often play games on this channel that I haven't really played before, but this one, I really don't know all that much about it even. I just heard that like it was a visual novel type game that has like sci-fi and maybe some philosophy stuff in it too, and I was like, okay, I'm sold. Like, I have to try this now. I did look up though how long it takes to beat, and apparently it's like maybe 15 to 20 hours, so looks like I probably will not be able to do this all in one stream. Unless it was just like a really, you know, marathon type stream. So probably going to split this up into multiple streams. Unless, of course, you never know, chat. If the game ends up being really bad, I might just, you know, pick something else to play instead. But somehow I have a good feeling. I think this one is going to be pretty solid. But we'll see. I'm glad that I have you all here to discover it along with me. But partly because I don't know much about this game, not sure if there's really much more to go into my way of preliminaries. I tell you what, chat, let's head over to my gaming space now, and we'll go ahead and give this a try. So here we are in the main menu. By the way, chat, of course, as always, let me know if the game audio is too loud. Looks like it might be just slightly loud in OBS. I'm going to turn the main menu music down a little bit. So that should help. But if it is still too loud, of course, let me know. By the way, chat, do you all feel that? Something a little strange in the air. Not sure I can quite describe it, but I think, chat, I know what it is. I feel myself being transported into a digital world. Now that I've opened up the game menu, chat, it's pulling me in, and oh no, there I go. Chat, I've been sucked into the cyber vortex, and it's changing me. I don't know what's happening, chat. I don't know what's happening, but it's changed me. Wait, I think I've got it. I'm about to come out, chat. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, chat. Do I still look the same, though? I don't know, I feel different. I feel like maybe being part of this cyber world has changed me in some way, changed how I look. But as long as you can still see me, I suppose we'll roll with it. Oh, hello, Terradetto. Hi, hola, everything seems fine now. Okay, good to know. Tia says, I love the urban aesthetic of this menu. Yeah, so far the game does have a pretty nice aesthetic, so hoping that continues and we'll get to see more of that as we continue with it. I'm actually not sure if this game is better to play with controller or keyboard mouse. I think I might start with keyboard and mouse, but then maybe move on to controller if it ends up being better that way. Does that sign in the background say Aber Cats? Yes, yes it does. Not sure what that could mean. Maybe it's like a service that delivers cats to you, you know? Like if you're ever feeling lonely and you really need a cat to cuddle with for company, maybe they are the company that you call. Not gonna lie, I could see myself needing that service, especially if I lived in like a futuristic city like this. And you know how in sci-fi it's often portrayed as like, oh, well, everyone's just a cog in the machine and like no one knows you. But maybe the cat does. So that's what I'm getting from that sign. But maybe we'll see once we play the game. All right, chat, here we go. New game. Oh, hello, Kira. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, okay, that's my guy. Wow. Movement. AD, and then shift to run. Tell you what if I switch to controller? Will it be a little bit easier? Okay. Left bumper button to run. Turn off. Turn on. I think my guy is some kind of medical worker, it looks like. But apparently something has gone wrong. Let's see if we can find some more information. Incident report. Ivan Zhang, Albert Tsai, Alex Tsai. So this is a list of patients, at least one of whom died. Oh, here's... okay. So, was there any response? Don't think so. What? Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him what here. Maybe he'll be able to clue me in. Weren't you gonna go get somebody? Oh, maybe my character is losing his memory, and that's why the game is starting in medias res, in the middle of things. We've been awake for a while. No one's come to check on us. The door's locked, so we can't get out either. Why are we locked in? I don't get it. Where are we? Yeah, I'm starting to see it now, Chad. I think my character is a patient, perhaps not a doctor. And he's a patient who is losing his memory. Don't know, some hospital up in North Bay. Woke up here after that accident we had. Also, that guy on the bed, notice he has something on the back of his neck. Some kind of device. Perhaps we'll see what that is later. I have no idea what went, and it hurts everywhere. But when I woke up, you were already up for a while, boss. Boss, who, me? Oh, we've got a timer on this one. Okay. Who else? The boss of the biggest smuggling gang in town, Ivan Zhang. I might be mispronouncing that last name. Is it Zhang or Zhang? I'm gonna go with Zhang for right now, but if anyone in the chat knows, let me know. This kid knows how to talk. Yeah, I'll say you're quite the smooth talker. Of course. It's an important skill to have when working with you. Oh, thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. So what do we do? You know, this guy, Albert, really doesn't seem too bothered by the fact that my character doesn't remember anything. So maybe he's pretty understanding in general. Do you think we were arrested? His voice is getting stiff. He's not that good at hiding his nervousness. Arrested, but we're in a hospital. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight to what's troubling him here. What are you so anxious about? Anxious? Am I? Maybe a little. I'm still confused as to what's going on. It's pronounced like Jang. Genshin taught me these things. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Tia. So, okay, Jang then. All I know is that I woke up hurting all over. Shit, still can't move my legs. He's starting to panic. Is that all? I'm gonna go for the non-jerk playthrough here and try to be at least some understanding. Calm down, let's get oriented. Got it. Sorry, I can't take care of myself. It's fine. Sorry, I can take care of myself. It's fine, it's fine. I just want to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. So what do you think? Do you think we've been arrested? Still don't understand why you'd think that. I'm going to say perhaps. I mean, if we were running a smuggling gang, then maybe we did get arrested, and perhaps during the arrest we were injured, and now that's why we're in a hospital. Huh. Perhaps? Doesn't sound like what you would normally say. Ooh, maybe I'm not myself. He's right. It doesn't. Is this because of the crash? Did you get a concussion? XVA is such a treat in a voiceless game like this. Oh, thanks, Tia. I have a feeling by the end of the stream my voice is going to be very tired, but you know what? We will roll with it. You're saying you have brain problems? You're the one with the concussion. Man, both of these responses are really defensive. I'll go with this first one. Hey, I'm just looking out for you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm not this big of a jerk in real life, but for some reason the character I'm playing seems to be kind of one. No need to be so high-strung. I agree. I can't remember what happened in between either. How much do you recall? The memory is also pretty blurry. Yeah, I'd like to probe this guy a little further on what he knows. A little bit, but it's kind of a blur. What about you? Why don't you tell me what you know? I need some clues. Yeah, you know, chat, I think this is a good setup for an episode of Blue's Clues. I think we need some clues to really help us out here. What could the clues be? Clues? That's right. Let me think. We met up with Ah Chang at the docks at 4 a.m. He said he had a package for us that he smuggled out of Sunrise's labs. Who's Ah Chang? This guy's really going to get impatient with me if I keep asking questions like this. So what was in the package? It was some kind of liquid weapon. That's all he wanted to reveal. If we wanted to buy, we had to meet him face to face. Oh no. Sounds like a setup. I mean, you're basically mafia of some kind. Jerk sounds right. Yeah, fair point. Can't deny that. But I should be the one asking that question. You were the one who verified the contents. I was only responsible for moving the goods. You never told us anything about it. I don't think they'd cheat us, though. After all, my brother Alex was the one who introduced us. Otherwise, this trade would never have happened. What do you think? So in the end, it was a successful transaction. Ah Chang gave us the goods, we gave him the money. I did all the appropriate preparations to secure the package, and we were off. A couple minutes after we pulled away, things started going nuts. The cops just started shooting at us. There were no sirens, no blockades, not even a fucking warning. I fired back, but my right arm got hit. Alex tried to intercept their comms, but there was nothing on the comms, only static. That was when Shit, that's when my memories blacked out. I threw off the cops by making them think we went on the highway. Managed to throw them off for a trail. It's interesting that it gives you the option not to tell this guy things, but so far he seems trustworthy. It was great. You got them to chase the wrong car. Ooh, so my guy's pretty smooth then at the driving. And then we were safe again. We weren't being followed, and our injuries weren't serious. We never checked the car, so I don't know, because then we suddenly lost control of the engine and the steering wheel. Okay, I'm thinking, chat, the cops have a secret weapon then. They must have tagged our car with something. And then bang, we hit a pillar. After that, we woke up here. A fine young man and an old geezer left with nothing to do but stare at each other. This kid's just shooting his mouth off. You've got a lot of guts to talk to like that. I'll be nice in this one and just kind of go for the silent option. Well, that's all I remember about it. What I'm still not getting, though, is why our characters are dressed differently. Like, my character looks like he's dressed almost like a doctor, whereas the other one, Albert, you can clearly see that he's a patient. I love this game already for making Axe swear on stream. Yeah, it's true, I don't normally swear, but when I'm quoting something, I don't have any qualms about it. Wait, what happened to your brother, Alex? Ooh, good question. Didn't you just tell me he was in another ward? Oh, maybe I did. Sorry, you know, being in the mafia, like you forget these things, you know. That's why I have you, Albert, to be my assistant. You're my #1 top guy here, right-hand man. Look, I think it says that on that screen. Okay, can't quite see what's on it. It's what you told me. Man, this guy must be like not trusting me at all right now, because my character just doesn't seem to know anything or remember anything. That's why I thought the three of us were already arrested. They were just waiting for us to heal so they could interrogate us. The hospital database is connected to the government's, so they probably know our identities, even if they weren't notified. They might not have checked our IDs yet. Cops might not know who they're chasing. I'll go with the second one. Yeah, maybe the cops might not know. That's possible. We never showed our faces, so they could only ID the car. If we were brought in as just people from a traffic accident, it's definitely possible that we haven't been arrested. Okay, I might have been too much of a pessimist, but it's better to be careful, right? That it is, that it is. He's being a lot more careful than usual, as he's still hung up on something. We still have one important thing we need to do, regardless of the arrest situation. We need to leave this damn ward. We've been awake for half an hour now. No doctor or nurse has come to check on us. I don't know what this means, but I don't think we should just sit and wait. I'm inclined to agree, dude. He's on edge, but he doesn't even realize it. I get it. He's not worried about himself. He's worried about his brother. You're worried about Alex? I'm gonna give him some reassurance. It will all be okay, Albert. Got it. It's just, I want to know for sure as soon as I can. No one responded after you knocked the door, so I don't think there's anyone out there at the moment. It's probably a good thing. At least we won't get mobbed and interrogated the moment the doors open. Fair point. But the fact that no doctors have come to check on us or no nurses have come to check on us makes me think something must have gone seriously wrong. Like maybe there was some kind of massacre or a giant AI attack. That was just the first label that came to mind of like something that might happen in the future that takes everyone out, like, you know, a giant AI attack. Which maybe is what this game is about. I still don't know yet. So what should we do now? We should start with the lock. Start with the lock on the door. I think we should wait and see what happens. Boring. Like, of all the playthroughs in this game, like, who has picked the second one? Probably not many people. I'm thinking, yeah, let's be men of action here and start with the lock on the door. Good call. Thank you, Albert. Of course that was a good call. Hospital lock shouldn't be too difficult to work with. This should be a piece of cake. Oh no, chat. This is like one of those scenes in an anime when a character starts getting cocky and then you just know they're about to encounter some horrible force that ends up in their defeat because they've been cocky. It's like that's what caused it. That's the vibe I'm getting from this right now. Investigation. Use right thumbstick to move the cursor. Press right bumper on the door lock to investigate it. Oh, I can investigate these things too. Syringe. Okay, unknown blue liquid. Yeah, I'm probably not going to know what any of these are. Ooh, if this is a health pack, maybe I could use it. Radiation blocking. Huh, storing radioactive medication, not for regular wards. Device commonly... Okay, that's just a projection screen. Oh, I can even investigate these notes. Let's see here. There's writing scribbled on it. Don't forget the password. Here's a hint. Serial number from the implant rejection meds. Oh. You know what I think I just did, chat? I found the clue that I wasn't supposed to find right at this moment. I went out of order. See, what the game is probably setting me up for is like trying the door lock, and then it turns out I need the password. And then, oh, to find the password, you need to investigate clues in the room. But I think I just found one of those clues before actually checking the door. This is what happens sometimes, you know, gamer problems. Like, it happens. Password hint. Password for what? Well, let's give it a try here. Automatic door. Unbreakable. Only opens from the outside. Status locked. Military grade alloy. Why would a hospital need something like this? Maybe because my character is such a badass that this is what they need to contain him. I can't break this. I'd maybe need a power drill. Okay, yeah, that just powers the display. Another display here. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to look at some more of these clues. Scrawled notes, slightly damaged and some words missing. They took Albert away again. Under the bandages they... Blue, no. Red, won't die. Okay, a little bit ominous. His handwriting looks like mine. I don't remember writing this. What on earth? Let's try the second one. Memories will... Confused. Pretending to sleep. Don't forget, under the bed. Keep note. Under the bed. Starting to think, chat, maybe I should look under the bed. There's one more note first. Time isn't moving. It's always night. Too much time has passed. Not a hospital. Albert left. So they took Albert and did something to him, but now he's back with us. So that's what I'm thinking from these notes. Yeah, that's got to be it. Busting the lock is an option. Lock's no good. We got to think of something else. Yeah, these are pretty much the same. Go with the second one. Why? Did you happen to hide a power drill in your pants? That's one of those comments that could be could be taken in multiple ways depending on the situation, you know? But I will just go ahead and pick the maybe the slightly more safe option here. It's a military lock. You've got to be kidding me. Why would this local hospital use military locks? Is that where my hospital donations are going? No wonder they're always doing charity drives. I don't get it. Okay, at least we know that won't work. We're left with two options. Look for a key card that someone might have left behind, or just guess the password to the control panel. The control panel? Yeah, I don't think I've seen the control panel yet. The one back here. Oh, there it is. Okay. It should control most of the electronics in the room. The IV drips, air conditioning, and of course even the door. That being said, I don't think we're going to get anywhere by just guessing. It only allows so many failed login attempts. We mess this up, we'll be out of options. Could try looking for some sticky notes or something similar. See, chat? What did I tell you? I spent a lot of time at old hospitals like this while taking care of Alex. Taking care of Alex? I didn't know about this. He rarely speaks about his family. What did you mean by taking care of Alex? I was literally taking care of him. All right, well, yeah, thank you for clarifying. Been frail and sick since he was a child, so he spent a lot of time at the hospital. I was his only family, so I had to take care of him. Albert, the nurses there would always write the password to the control somewhere in case they forgot. It's worth a shot. Otherwise, we'll just be stuck here for sure. Doesn't that mean those notes I saw in the cabinet, are they supposed to be password hints? Already ahead of you on that one, game. Not gonna lie, I feel a little bit of pride right here. It was my investigative instincts that led me to the answer. I did find something. Bingo, you were right. Oh, they actually left something. I didn't want to get my hopes up, but that's great news. Can we get the door open now? Unless you have a medical degree, because I know I don't. Is anyone supposed to know the serial number? No, I've only got a hint, maybe. Yeah, this one, the hint is under the bed. That's where we need to look. A hint. Password hint? Like a birthday, pet name, or mother's maiden name? Okay, I guess that makes sense. They wouldn't want patients finding the password right there. What was the hint? Maybe we can figure it out. I've said it was the serial number. It said it was the serial number to a drug that relieves implant rejection. He's not going to know that. He wouldn't know anyways. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to tell him it's the serial number to a drug that relieves implant rejection. Again, the what? I think Alex might have taken something like it. I wouldn't know the serial number, though. There's a couple bottles here that look similar to the ones he had. You could take a look. Well, hey, that's a start, you know. Got to take any lead that we can. Other than that, I got nothing. Yeah, let's look at some of these bottles right here. Mac 3 effect, aka lucid dream, creates confusion in patients using SR devices, rendering them unable to tell simulation from reality. Used as an analgesia for pain-free surgery. Okay. Oh no. If this drug renders us unable to tell simulation from reality, might we be in a simulation, chat? Is that where this game is headed? MoMA. Relaxes muscles and lowers blood pressure. Not recommended for implant users. Okay, this game's focusing a lot on implants so far. Seems like maybe that's going to be a thing that comes up a bit more a bit later. Cycaprin increases sensitivity of all 5 senses. Side effects include confusion. Ripenol eases coughing, congestion, nasal infections. Myocept effect reduces implant rejection, soothes pain, powerful, but only effective for short periods of time. Okay. I believe that was the drug that we needed, right? The serial number here is Y5YC. That's the word to solve the password. Please enter the password for assistance. Ask any nearby staff. Please enter password. Start typing. Please begin. Okay, let's give it a try, chat. Y5YC. Verifying. Access approved. We did it, chat. We are so good at this. Ooh, no way. You're a genius. Now we can get out. Select a function. Door control, medical records, other. Before I go to the door control, I feel like we probably should investigate a little bit just to see like what other things this console has. Oh. MBU, stop it. Who are you? What are you talking about? Check your internal memory for mission briefing. I'm the supervisor for this mission. Bring your body here. Okay, chat, I think, you know what? I must have been under the influence of that drug mentioned that makes me unable to tell simulations from reality. Because it looks like this was all just a simulation of some type in the first place. I love the juxtaposition of your 2 recent comments, Tia, yay, and WTF. Those just fit so well together. Have a feeling that's going to be maybe a thing that this game involves more of. So Albert Sai, description, male, 2030, modifications complete, organs replaced, description, registered test subject under section 12, note, injector installed, injection by serial number enabled. Sorry, what did this guy want me to do again? Oh, okay. You deviated from your assignment. We still haven't received the information we need. What are you doing? This man, this place. Where am I? Who are you? Assignment. Yeah, I'll start with the more basic one here. Theta 3, what is his problem? I'm sorry, I'm a boy failure, future man, like cyborg failure in this game apparently. But maybe these people can help me. It's pretty clear that this MBU is exhibiting memory displacement. What's its classification? It's an assault TA7 silencer. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Augmenter calibrator says, I need answers. All I can say for now is that this tends to happen to all assault type MBUs. And the reason? Their pods were the first to be downgraded because they were only designed for short-term activities. Their intelligence and memory were capped at a certain level so that So what you're saying is Section 13 gave us defected products. We didn't have a lot to choose from. This was one of the few functioning MBUs they had. Ever since those owls found us. So right now, this MBU doesn't understand anything. It can perform simple locomotion and verbal communication. Otherwise, you're right, it can't do much. I've heard enough. If you're not satisfied, I can. I said it's enough. Understood. One more thing. I noticed experimental devices I need inside the simulation room. Why did you do that? Where? Those injectors on the cabinet. Your people left them there, right? Yes. Any reason why they're there? Those were left behind from the previous operation. You left items in the simulation room? I can deal with that right now if... No need. You're dismissed. Ooh, harsh. Yeah, someone's in trouble. Understood. Now that you're aware of your defects, MBU, I'll just get straight to the point. We placed Ivan Zhang and Alex Sai in the simulation room. They've been here for the past few days. In the process, they were modified several times, including procedures that allowed you to take control of Ivan Zhang. Control modified. I have so many questions. I'm so confused. Let's go with control. It's what you're doing now. However, as an MBU, you can't just control anyone. You're also unable to choose your target for control. MBUs can only control those people who are modified. We decide who you can control. You're just a mind without a body. This is something you need to understand. Ooh, mind without a body. Going dualist here. Non-physical mind. Me? Like who, me? But I can see his thoughts. Those are just echoes from his subconscious mind. Pay no heed. As long as you're in control, it won't pose any problems. Your assignment is to control this man and use him to draw out the information we need. From your conversation, I've already confirmed that they were once in possession of our key assets. I now need to know the coordinates for where it's hidden. I will bring Albert back, and you'll get me the coordinates. Do you understand? Yes, I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, I understand what he's asking me to do. I don't particularly like the thought of just being ordered to do this without having signed up. Or maybe my character did sign up for it earlier, but since we didn't see that part of the game, to me it just feels like being born and then being essentially forced into this assignment. Yes, I understand. Very good. I'll be borrowing that. I'm showing you Albert Sai's data here. As you can see, 80% of his organs suffered severe failure after the accident. He's alive purely due to Section 13's regenerative technology. In short, it took some effort for us to keep him alive. I will not let that effort go to waste. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it to you. It says you're not even human to them. Some sort of transhuman, I guess. Very much so. I have two options to choose from. One, I let you do your work and obtain the information I need. Albert Sai lives and returns to society with Ivan Zhang, where they may become our pawns again at any time. Two, I dismantle Albert's mind and take the information I need. That means he will die, and I will lose a potential pawn. I still have expectations for you, even if you are defective. Yeah, this guy really doesn't mince words. Pretty blunt. Listen, just get me the coordinates. I don't care how you do it. I will be observing you. If anything goes wrong, I will end this assignment. What counts as something going wrong? Yeah, what happens when the assignment is terminated? Oh, I think I know what the answer to that is. If the target leaves or if he becomes overly emotional. I can also run out of patience. When you're ready, sit here and I'll wake Albert up. Begin. Read them. Press Y to read the minds. Okay. So this is the mind reading menu. Main task, get the key information. Sit down and try to find where the target is hidden. And then here's okay, I have a dialogue log too. That's good. I don't think I can read his mind yet since he's not awake. So I have to wake him up first. Injection by serial number enabled. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go to the control panel. Oh, interesting. It's not giving me an option to use the control panel. Maybe I just... Oh, I guess I read this first. That must be it. Symptoms: hip fracture, ISS-4, treatment, ECC. So he's 21 years old. Yeah, this is a tough one, chat. Begin session. Oh, of course. If we're being like a temporary therapist to him, we have to be sitting down. It all makes sense now. I passed out? Yeah, you just suddenly passed out. It's okay. You only fell asleep. He's probably not going to believe me about the sleep one, so I'm going to choose this one. Yeah, you just suddenly passed out. Am I still suffering damage from the accident? Shit, my head hurts. I feel cold all over, too. What the hell? You don't seem to have fully recovered yet. It'll get better after a while. I'm going to try to give him some hope. It'll get better after a while. I shouldn't be too worried about it. My memories are a mess. I can't remember anything clearly. Ask me something. Might kickstart my memories. Okay, maybe I'll ask him, where is the thing that we buried? What are the coordinates for that thing? Or is that going to be too on the nose? No, look, here it is. That's one of the options. Where did we stash the package? How did you hide the package? Feels a little easy, but maybe I'll go with this, you know, just to kind of see if he has anything to say on this first one, on where we stashed it. It's probably not a good time to ask about that. Oh yeah, they might be listening. His eyes wandered. I've seen that expression before. He feels guilty, but why? Why not? I'll ask another one. Well, actually, I think I know what he's going to say on this one. He's going to say because they were probably listening. I'll ask another one. Are you hiding something? How did you hide the package? Yeah, like this is the first one here. Are you hiding something? Is going to make him feel defensive and emotional, and we don't want that. Ask him the more neutral. How did you hide the package? That, like we always do. Dodging the question. How have we been doing it? After receiving the goods, we usually send them by drone to a safe location. The flight paths are pre-programmed to minimize detection. Okay, I don't think there's anything seriously wrong with my head. But since we're on the subject, I have a question. Oh no. He's going to interrogate us now. You once told Alex a story when you were drunk. It was about how you sold information to the cops to get one of our guys out of jail. It's not something to boast about. I should drink less. Is it true? Can something like that be arranged? It can, as long as you have something to give them. The key is to grant them small favors every now and then to keep them in your pocket. Once you have the connections, anything can be arranged. Can the cops really negotiate a deal like that? Information in exchange for our freedom? Of course, maybe. Why do you want to know? I'm going to go with of course. I'm going to try to keep him at ease. I see. That's good to know. Good to know? Why would it be good to know? Why are you asking about this? Okay, I'm going to probe a little bit further. Nothing. I'm just curious. Oh, just curious, huh? I'm on to you, Albert. I see all. Don't think that you can escape from me on this one. It's only possible with the right connections. Ah, is that so? Then would it be possible even without the right connections? Well, afraid probably not. But maybe you could get the right connections if you don't already have them. Have you heard of someone succeeding without them? Without connections, you'd just be turning yourself in. Wait, this kid... No, because it'll just fail. Yeah, what are you trying to say? Nothing, nothing. He's being a little evasive with me, isn't he? Sorry, I was just going on a tangent. I'm a little surprised he's being so evasive since we're both apparently involved in crime together. Oh, right, the door. Wait, so you cracked the password, right? Can we get that door open now? Yeah, we can't. Well, the thing is, if he leaves, then the simulation ends, so I'm just going to tell him we can't, for his own safety. What? Why? They've locked the controls to the door. It seems to be malfunctioning. I'll go with this one, because then if it seems to be malfunctioning, maybe it will make him think they're less likely to be listening to us. A malfunction? Why now? Ah! Shit, we were this close. This close. You even had the password. Oh no, maybe I've made him emotional now. And you deal with it like it's nothing? We got so close with the password, but now... Can you try it again? Let me take a closer look. I might be able to fix it. How about it? Give it another try? Yeah, okay, there's no need. This is a really tough one, chat, because if we try again, then he might succeed in leaving, but if we tell him there's no need... He might actually get really angry with us. Give it another try. I think there's no need is probably the safest one, but it's a tough choice. Come on, let me see what this malfunction is. It can't be too much of a hassle. Why not give it another try? Oh no, and now I'm on a timer. It said there's no need. Okay, I get it. If only my brother were here, he'd know what to do. Tia, I see you have a vote there. There's no need. Yeah, it seems like he's calmed down a little bit now, so I do suspect that probably was the right choice in the end. He should be fine, right? You did say his info is shown on the display. Wait, why is the display over here now? Did you move it? I can kind of make out what's on it. Wait, don't look. It says he's dead. Oh no, chat, I think I made a mistake there. I wasn't going to tell him, wait, don't look, because then I thought he would get suspicious of me, and then, but now I guess it... Now he knows that his brother's dead, and okay, yeah. I think the simulation is probably not going to be a success. That wasn't there when I looked. It might be an error. You expect me to believe that? Well, if the door is malfunctioning, maybe, you know, maybe the screen's malfunctioning too. You knew from the get-go, didn't you? I was going to wait until he was ready. I just... Why would you lie to me? I wanted to wait until you were more prepared to accept it. I need you to stay calm. Yeah, that never works. Waiting till you're more prepared to accept it. Ready? How the hell am I supposed to be prepared? He's my brother. You... Why? I need to see a doctor. I need to go see him. I need to see him with my own eyes. Please don't leave. I wanted to say the exact same thing to Alex. Whoa, he just materialized and like teleported out of the bed. Does he realize what he just did? That's it? Or maybe the game just didn't want to do the animation and that's like the game's way of representing that he got out of the bed the normal way. I'm starting to think maybe that's what happened. I'm sorry, dude. I tried. They seemed like good decisions in the moment. Stop. I've seen enough. What are you doing? Deliberate sabotage? Why would you tell him that? Well, I mean, he saw the board. He already started looking at it, and I didn't want to tell him like, no, don't look, because then. I'm sorry. Please be nice to me. You're defective. I should have known this would happen. But the series of events was not what I expected. I'll just have to get what I need by force. Before I dismantle his mind. His body might still be of use. Check the top of that cabinet for a blue injector. I need its serial number. I will inject Albert with that. Why would you do that? What's inside the syringe? It's none of your business. Go check quickly. Actually, chat, the more I think about it, maybe there was no way to succeed in that first encounter. Because, like, maybe the game is setting it up that you have to fail so that the game gets to illustrate this next part of the process. To, like, see more about the world of the game and, like, what these people do. Serial number E04. Okay. Serial number is E04 and serial number is E25. Ooh. So I could lie to him now. I can't find it. He's gonna kill me if I tell him I can't find it. He's gonna be like, you're the most incompetent droid cyborg transhuman thing that he's ever seen. Well, I'm getting the feeling that if I tell him it's E04, then my boy Alex here is going to be killed. But if I tell him E05, maybe that has a chance of saving his life. You know? And even though it's a slim chance, at this point, I will take what I can get. So chat, let's hope I'm a good liar. I'm gonna tell him it's E25. Very good. To be fair, though, like, at this point, if the calibrator is still trusting me, I feel like that's kind of on him. You know? Because, like, Alex is out of it. Like, he could just come in here now into the simulation room and check for himself. There we go. Start the injection. It's done. Retreat to the door. The test will now begin. I have no idea what's going to happen now. Now that I lied to him and... Are you ready? Ready for what? I'm ready. I don't even know what I'm ready for, but I'm just going to tell him, yeah, let's do this. Very good. Oh, jeez. Good. That's the kind of reaction speed I expect from an assault type MBU. I was not expecting that to happen. Effective. Much more useful in situations that require brute force. I, check up on Albert's situation. Then come here and report to me. Status reviving. Oh, that device in his neck must be capable of bringing him back to life. Severe neck trauma, non-lethal. Okay, well maybe he didn't quite die in the first place. Thank God he's not dead. But the things I did. This guy is more brawn than brains. Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. He is. How could I? No. So? He's dead. He's not dead. Because, like, I want to save this guy, but at this point, I don't know if any of these options would really work. Because if they think he's dead, they might just, like, discard him, and he's not going to get better on his own, probably. Let's tell him he's not dead. What did you say? I'm just reporting the truth. You injected the wrong stuff into his body. I'm just reporting the truth, dude. What have you done? The serial number. If you do this, No. Absolutely not. Wait. Do you notice any anomalies? Why did I do that? I have to follow orders, so Ivan Zhang's nerve impulses are very turbulent. Adults that undergo the procedure tend to be more unstable. I should have taken better care of him. I told them I wouldn't allow anything to happen. Seeing spikes in anxiety and depression. My hands. Albert's bones cracking. So, is Ivan Zhang still resisting? I'm gonna kill him. He's still resisting. He wants to kill you. Ooh. So Ivan Jang is the character I'm sort of controlling, but as a sort of disembodied mind who's taking control of Ivan Jang's body. It looks like I didn't need to ask. At this point, he's going to fry his own brain. This fascinating data for research in psychic dismantlement. It's done. What a nuisance. No, not like this. I'll never forgive you. You piece of shit. I'll remember you. I'll remember you no matter how many times you wipe my memory. I'll remember your disgusting face. I'll remember everything you made me do. Everything. I'll remember how you owe me your life. Just you wait. His resistance was stronger than I expected. I have to admit, I often underestimate these humans. But we're done here. It's time to settle things. MBU, I performed a check. You gave me the wrong serial number. I will only ask once. Answer carefully. Was that your intent? Yeah, it was an accident. I mean, at this point, I feel like I've already kind of committed to the defiance. He's probably going to kill me once I tell him this, but, you know, might as well go for it. And I'm just going to tell him, yeah, I lied to you. Because you're an awful person and I have no respect for you. Did you know what was in that syringe? Were you trying to save him, or were you just... Why on earth would you... Are you really an MBU? What? How did you... Oh. I'm taking control of that other one. What are you? Oh, jeez. Okay, my character is the ultimate badass. I killed them. All of them. You free. No need to obey them. Give you a new body. Live out your own will. This is yours, but also his. Prove yourself. Finish the tutorial. So that was the tutorial. Actually, maybe that wasn't my character. Maybe that was someone else saving me. Still a little unclear at this point. And now I'm in a new body. At first, I thought what was happening is that my character had taken control of someone else on the other side of the glass, and then used that new person they had taken control of to kill the researchers. But it looks like maybe it was someone else who saved my character. Possible that I just missed what was going on, but I guess one of those two scenarios, it looks like. Francis Ching says, you're home. Yep. Honey, I'm home. Why'd you turn off the lights? It's bad for your eyes, you know. Were you waiting for me? Maybe. This is the kind of answer I would give if I didn't know what else to say. Yeah, I'll just say maybe. Haha, what do you mean, maybe? And why are you in the dark? Did you accidentally fall asleep? Is it worse to be incompetent or disobedient? Yeah, that's a good question, Tia. I'm inclined to say incompetent. I mean, I suppose it's difficult to answer because it might depend on like what kinds of orders one is being given that one is considering disobeying. Like if they're bad orders, if they're orders to do something wrong, then maybe being disobedient, I suppose, then would be kind of the good thing to do. But Incompetence, meanwhile, seems like it would be bad in just about every case. Unless maybe we take a strange situation where like you're a villain and like trying to do horrible things, but maybe the fact that you're incompetent, like if we're imagining, and not you, Tia, but like just you in general, like a person who wants to do bad things is incompetent, maybe the fact that they're incompetent is, you know, kind of a saving grace in a way. See, I don't know if I can give a general answer to that question, but I suppose I'm leaning toward incompetent. Is that the MBU talking to Ivan? Yeah, quite possibly so. The way the game described it made it seem like there are many MBUs, like it's multiple, at least multiple entities maybe that go by this label of MBU, which the name of the game is Minds Beneath Us, so I suppose that's probably what it stands for. But yeah, I don't know. It could be maybe it's just one, or maybe it's multiple, and maybe that was just one of them that we saw in the lab. Agreed. Looks like we're both rebels. Yeah, I think philosophy is, or philosophers do often have that streak of being a rebel at heart. And part of that, I suppose, comes from the disposition not to just accept things on faith, not to just accept beliefs because they're popular, but to try to examine things on our own, to investigate them and to see, okay, does this accord with my reason? I do think there's something sort of naturally a bit rebellious, or at least independent, in that spirit. You're like an old man. Oh, geez. Really going for the kill shots here. It looks like you're already dressed to go. You can change into your work uniform when we get to the farm. Oh, we're going to a farm? All right. So how are you doing? Ready for your new job? Already? Not sure. Yeah, I don't really know what the job is, so I'm going to say not sure. Haha, you would say that. Do you have to be so careful about everything? Try being more positive. It's okay. That's what I like about you anyways. My girlfriend's really supportive. I like this person. If there's anything on your mind, you can always tell me about it. Thank you. I really hope she's not some just like drone that's programmed to like gain my trust and then is going to betray me later. Sorry, it was just a random thought that came to mind, but with a game like this, you never know. You can share any burden with me. Okay? By the way, there's a new notice from the management committee. They're replacing the floor tiles in the entrance hall. They just need authorization from every resident. You've got the authorizer, right? Can I get it from you later? the what? So anytime there's an option that has my character not knowing like basic details of the world, I like picking that option just because to see the other characters' reactions and like, how do you not know this? Why did I ask that? What? What was the thing you needed from me? Nah, it's nothing. Well, the device for residents to authorize changes to this building, the one you held for safekeeping. It's in a white box, don't you remember? Oh no, did you lose it? No, it's good. I'll get it for you. I don't think I'll be able to find it, right? Well, now that I know it's in a white box, I think I can get it. So I'll go ahead and get it for her. Good. Don't scare me. I don't want to be lectured to again by the landlady. Thinking back, I don't remember you ever losing anything. You wouldn't lose anything this important, right? I know, it's so important. Wouldn't want to not be able to give my authorization to those new floor tiles. That sounds like such an important detail. Just remember to get it to me tonight. Whew. They're finally about to start working on that. It took me 4 months to convince those people to do it. You also lost a lot of sleep over it. What is with these people and floor tiles? How does one lose sleep? Or are they still talking about the floor tiles? Or is this something else by now? So I might have missed part of the conversation because I was focusing on like how strange it is that they're talking about floor tiles, but I wouldn't normally see floor tiles as being the kind of thing that somebody loses sleep over. I also had to deal with all the bureaucracy. Why did she put herself out there like that? Someone else would have taken care of it. Okay, I think we might have touched on something different then. I'm glad I kept at it because it looks like we're finally getting some progress. Yeah, this must be something different. She's talking about her work situation, it looks like. Hey, good job. Didn't look easy. It's great. Congratulations. Thanks. Wait, are you really Jason? Oh no, she's on to me, chat. Why aren't you nagging me about being a busybody? I wanted to. That's definitely the thing that you don't say if you want to preserve the relationship. She really doesn't need to tire herself out like that. I think you're taking on too many responsibilities. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm going to be the supportive boyfriend here, the supportive husband. Huh, really? You really are a bit different today. Okay, so what I'm gathering from this is that my guy is usually a jerk, and the fact that I'm being nice to her is making her suspect me of not being myself. Can I ask you something? Sure, it depends on the question. I'm gonna be nice again. Go with sure. Are you upset that I insisted on attending those meetings on my own? On your own? Yeah, you wanted to come with me, but I said I wanted to do this alone. Are you still upset about that? Well, no, but mostly because I don't remember it. Not at all. Why would I be upset? Yeah, kinda. I'll just say no, not really. You know, the past is the past. I'm ready to move on. Phew, that's good. Tia says, I feel like my personality is too unique to succeed as an MBU. Oh, maybe so, yeah, maybe like whichever person you took control over, they would know that, like, hey, this isn't the original person. This is Tia Fair. I was worried about being too insistent. I know we work differently. I didn't want to see you get into an argument, so I took care of it by myself. Just let me handle these things. Okay, well, if you insist. Mr. Chen can be pretty harsh with his words. I was worried that if you went to the meetings, you'd be a bit difficult. Am I like that? Come on, wifey, am I really that difficult? Yeah. Remember when our neighbor tried to tell us about the scheduled power outage? No, but okay. Mr. Chen looked so scared when he saw your expression, haha. Sometimes you can look like a really mean guard dog. I'm just a bit more... Okay, there's no way I'm not picking this option. My guy went from guard dog to like silly sitcom dad / comedian in like 2 seconds. Trying to be cute? That won't work on me. Oh no, chat. Our cuteness is not going to work on her. What can we do? Relationship advice, never forgive, especially not the small things. Yeah, I think you said it, Web of Concepts, like pretty much, yeah, every relationship advice book, that's going to be, you know, the key principle that they focus on. I'm a cat person. Oh, hey, me too. I didn't think the stoic Jason could bark like that. Oh, I can do many things. Blue ice cubes, wouldn't that make your relationship really short? I think you might be onto something there, Blue Ice Cubes. Also, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. If this is your first time here, I am a philosopher VTuber who enjoys playing sci-fi type games and things like that. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This feels kind of... How do I put it? New? Yeah, that's right. New year, new me. This is my New Year's resolution. To be someone who sees the positive side of things, someone who embraces his silly side. But I like it. Well, that was a good chat. I'm so dizzy right now. This feels... No. Oh, he's losing control. I was busy the whole afternoon, so I barely had a chance to talk today. Haha. Busy today? I spent a lot of time fixing the errors in the system because it wasn't a vision system. I wasn't used to it. She promised me she'd rest today. Oh no. Is my guy gonna like blow up at her now? Because his old self is gaining control again. It's kind of nostalgic though. It's been a while since I did repairs manually. We usually just run things through the company's troubleshooter. No one likes being forgiven. Well, if you say so, Web Concepts. If you say so. Oh. So you did go to work today. Didn't you promise me you'd take a break today? Actually, I'm gonna just let her say what she was gonna say. Oh, right, about that thing tomorrow. Tomorrow? Oh, yeah, I'm all prepared. You can trust me. I've got this in the bag. Thing tomorrow, don't worry. Yeah, I better ask her about this. Well, it's the... I thought... Never mind. Oh, no, chat, I think I know what happened. Did he just forget their anniversary? This is turning into a kind of sci-fi soap opera if he did, but now... Yeah, now she says never mind, and of course that never means... Never in fact means never mind. It means like she is super pissed off at my character now. Or at least she might be. I don't know if she is in fact, but... I gotta think of all possibilities here. I must have gotten it wrong or something. Haha. Oh no, she is ready to like tear at me over this. I gotta find a way of repairing the damage that I've caused. Don't worry, it wasn't anything important. That means it was important. What did I just ask? Why did I say that? Tomorrow's hour? Oh no, I was right. This is not looking good. All right, I'm going to take a shower, change, and then we'll head out. We might need to wear masks. The air quality near the farm can get iffy. The farm. My new workplace. Yeah, I think you might be eating with the pigs tonight on, after she kicks you out of the apartment, dude. Not gonna lie, this part is a little boring. Yeah, a little bit. I agree with that. I wanted to see Ivan go feral. Yeah, I can only guess that that's coming a bit later. At least I hope so. I hope the rest of the game isn't just soap opera scenes. Really be a bold twist, you know, for the game. As usual, I have no idea what's going on in the game, but I assume it's going well. Oh, thanks, Web of Concepts. Yeah, it's, you know, I'm trying to, like, keep this couple together in a relationship as best I can. But it's not going super well. I think I might have just really pissed off my girlfriend character by forgetting our anniversary. This is why Axe is single. Perhaps. But to look on the bright side, now at least I know that it's the anniversary tomorrow. Because if I didn't choose that dialogue option, my character would have just been like, oh yeah, I remember it. Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. And then like I would have forgotten tomorrow. And arguably forgetting the day before is better than forgetting the day of. So maybe there's still a way I can salvage this. Give me like 15 minutes tops. I'll be quick. You don't have to rush, but you just got back. Are you sure? Yeah, I'll go with the second one. Yeah, it'll be quick. I just want to wash the sweat off. Oh, right. I'm looking for this thing I need to bring to work later. Can you help me find it? It's a quantum key generator. Do I look like the kind of man who knows what a quantum key generator is? Or maybe I do since it's the future. A what? Huh? What was that already? That's right. You don't know what it is. It's hard to explain, but it's something I need for work. It's square-shaped, like an old-school hard drive. Maybe under the living room table next to my laptop? Or in the closet next to the door? Or the cabinet next to the sofa? Just look around for it. Thanks. Love you. Gonna go shower now. Love you too. Take your time. Okay. Now, I haven't forgotten, chat. There's a white box. I need to find that authenticator. Ionizes particles. Okay, that's not the white box I need. Maybe smart butler. Collects and uploads data from the room to the cloud. Okay, that's not what I need. I'm still amazed at the fact that everyone has one of these now. It's just more convenient to have this system connected to your appliances. This is giving me returning to Civi life vibes. I too doubt it's going to last. Yep. Soon, before we know it, the AI drones will be swarming and covering the place in machine gun fire, and my character will have to make some hard choices of sacrificing the one he loves or getting revenge on his sworn enemies. I'm sure that kind of thing is coming. The voice you give her sounds passive-aggressive. It's nice. Yeah. I tried to make her sound passive-aggressive, especially at the end there, because I feel like at that end part was where like she's a little bit disappointed in my character. Reminds me of the My Immortal Valley Girl voice. Yeah, definitely. Karis was the master of that voice. So I don't think there's much else I can investigate in here. Ooh, pineapple cake. These used to be popular due to influencer marketing. Hey, that's just what I said. Ooh, pineapple cake. I still remember their commercials from when I was little. How about you, chat? Could you go for some pineapple cake right now? Because I think, I don't know, I might be in the mood for some. Crisp potato fries. A popular snack featuring hollow potato straws covered in tomato-flavored spices, enjoyed by both kids and adults. Crisp potato fries, that sounds pretty good. Fran bought a big bag of chips again. She can go through the whole bag when she's stressed. Had to hide all the extra snacks from her. She also stays up nights, so her stomach always hurts. Ooh, yeah, that could be a problem. I left some stomach medicine for her in the cabinet. I should let her know. Okay, I'll have to choose that dialogue option later. Cheap coffee from a classic fast food franchise, Mac G's. That's the maker. A long-time breakfast staple for Wanbei office workers. Ooh, this is cool. An active weather calendar. Shows today's date along with the weather. Your 2049 is down to the last month. Boy, how time flies. So that's where we are, 2049. Exchanging presents on the day we started going out. This will be the 3rd year. Started it on a whim, but Fran liked it so much we've been doing it every year. Why did I make her think I forgot? She must feel really disappointed. I found where she hid my present, but she hasn't found hers yet. She probably won't look there. It's not somewhere she can reach. I can grab it before going to bed today so I can give it to her tomorrow. Okay, I'll have to remember to... Oh, here, this must be it. Jewelry box. A plain box for what seems to be, judging from the tag, a fancy wedding ring. You're proposing to Fran tomorrow, it's a bit nerve-wracking. I should take this with me now, just in case. She won't have any time to find it anyway, so it wouldn't be cheating. I can also just grab it tomorrow. Yeah, I think I should... I think I should take it now. Pineapple pizza sounds nicer. Yeah, I don't know if I could agree with that web of concepts. I mean, I'm not someone who hates pineapple pizza. Like, you know, I'll still have it, but pineapple cake, though, that just really, that has got me in the mood now for some pineapple cake. That sounds really good. Or if you have pineapple pizza, maybe then you could have pineapple cake, like, as a dessert, but I don't know. Would that be too much pineapple? See, these are the questions that I just do not know the answers to. December 2049, that's indeed. So almost 2050 in the world of this game. Is this a game about moral decisions and such? Yeah, I think it is. There hasn't been a great deal of that so far, but I think that that's something that the game is kind of working toward. You don't like pineapple pizza? I mean, it's okay. I just... it's not the kind of pizza I usually have, you know? But, like, there are some people who absolutely despise it. And I'm not one of those people. Like, you know, I think pineapple, it's okay, you know. I'm just a middle of the road guy on pineapple pizza. Tia understands based Axe. On sub. Okay, well, don't let the door hit you on the way out. No, I'm sorry, Web of Concepts. I didn't mean it. Please come back to me. We shouldn't let mere pineapple destroy our relationship. We can get through this. We can overcome the pineapple difficulties. Pineapple on pizza cuts the acidity, and it just really grew on me. That's an interesting note, Pulaski. I hadn't thought of it in terms of acidity in that, but I can see how, yeah, maybe it is a bit of an acquired taste. Maybe I just need to have more of it to really get the full impact. I will resub out of principle and bitterness. Okay. Well, thank you, Web of Concepts. I feel like all is now right with the world again. There was a moment where things had kind of taken a turn for the worse, but now we can appreciate pineapple together in spirit once more. I didn't expect Axe to start groveling. Yeah, normally I don't, but in the case where it's because somebody leaves because of something that I've said about pineapple in particular, there's just something so sad about that. Like something that makes me think, oh, why did I not think to put my pineapple-related thoughts more sensitively? Why did I drive them away with something like this, of all things? Wooden photo frame. Intimate photo of Jason and Francis. Okay. Picture of our first date. Fran was so happy that day. She was really happy when I baked that cake for her, too. Could it be a pineapple cake? When I made her that lunchbox, she was also... I think Fran has always been happy. There's also this trophy here. 83rd Tiny Hacker Competition, 3rd place trophy. Got a cookie cutter trophy used in many school competitions. This was Fran's first award. It means a lot to her. She said it was the first time her father complimented her. Looks a bit tacky, but she was adamant about putting it here. It's too bad about it being the first time her father complimented her, but perhaps there were earlier times and she just doesn't remember. But that's kind of cute that she has it displayed there now. I'm just that precious and valued, I assume. Yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it, Web of Concepts. Whiskey butter thins fused with liquor. Take up to please do its high alcohol content. Dum Dum chocolate rolls. Criticized by concerned parents for their resemblance to cigars. Oh yeah, I'll use my kids to imitate smoking. Well, I don't know if there's really much else here, chat. I feel like... Okay, yeah, the pineapple cake, we've already seen that. Ooh, path unlocked, eptophismol. A cheap but popular stomach medicine even after the brand changed hands. Yeah, this is what I wanted to give to my girlfriend, Fran. I should remind Fran that it's here. But there was something else that I needed to... Okay, I can't go any farther right. Oh, here's something. Oh, quantum key generator. For internal experimental use within Vision's laboratories. Enables quantum encryption for compatible systems used by Vision management to enforce and improve data security. She's a hacker. Can that be significant later? I think it can be, yeah. Like, maybe we'll have to use her talents to, like, escape the people pursuing us or something like that. Found it! Fran needs this quantum machine thing? Should be this one, I think. I should take it. Yes, indeed I should. Path unlocked. Okay. No, X, that's the normal Asian experience. Oh, no. Yeah, that's... I mean, normally I'd try to, like, make a joke here, but, you know, because I try to keep the mood light, but I'm sorry to... Yeah, just... Sorry, I don't know what to say. It's kind of a... Yeah, difficult comment to respond to. But... Yeah, no, I think that... See, not that I know much about the Asian experience, but from what I have heard from many people, that aligns, I think, with, you know, lots of what I've heard from other people who would be in a position to know. Speaking of Asian things, noodles and warm salty water is amazing, but still not like pineapple pizza. Yeah, noodles and warm salty water does sound pretty good. Like, I could go for some of that right now. Crisp potato fries. Orange flavored potato chips. Ooh, that's kind of different. Favorite among office ladies. Even better than just drink the salty water. No noodles. Yeah, I suppose I could see how that would be. Like sometimes, you know, you might just be in the mood for some salt water and just think, you know, why not? Door curtain. Ooh, maybe is there something behind here? Picture of corn lilies, purchased from a flea market. There was never-ending love, courage. The florography of the flowers appear on the canvas. Ooh, there's these things too. Man, there's really a lot of exploration potential in this game in terms of like things I want to make sure I click on to to not miss anything. Cloud9 stereo, floating speaker, came with deluxe version of the PL8. Ooh, yeah, see, there's one chat. Path unlocked. One of Sona's popular game consoles, not the latest generation, but still pretty fun. Captures the player's body movements to provide a controller-free experience. Is the PL8 powered on? She must have secretly put in a few levels today while I was gone. Ooh, so she's a gamer. I thought we promised to clear the game together. Oh, chat, this is great. Because now my character has something to be angry at her about. So the anger is mutual now. And somehow I have a feeling this is going to help save the relationship. Because now it's not just all on me. But, like, there was something I was supposed to look for about the authenticator. Because you know, I'm actually proud of myself for not having forgotten about that one. Maybe it's in this room, though. Or maybe not. Might be elsewhere in the apartment. Bottled water. Perfect for bottle flipping. Oh, hey, chat. Let's flip it. Oh, nice. Okay, so my character is really good at bottle flipping. Must come from all the, like, assassin training that he did. Also works for flipping bottles. Okay, the ion photo frame. Oh, here's a box. Pigeon post delivery box. This one opened with a layer of dust accumulated. The sender is Samuel Ching. Package from her dad. It's been sitting there for a while. She's never opened it and doesn't want to talk about it. So sounds like she has kind of a tough relationship with her dad. I'd probably puke. Oh, at the salt water. If it were lightly salted, I could see it. I guess it's possible with these things to, depending on how heavy the salt content is. Sometimes it can be too much. Thanks, X. I know you care. Sorry if I said something too depressing. I intended it like gallows humor. Oh, you don't have to be sorry, Tia. It wasn't too depressing. And I also, for my part, can certainly appreciate gallows humor. I just always try to be careful whenever someone else does, because I want to be conscious of not taking it too far in the direction of a joke that, you know, they might not appreciate or that they might not be comfortable with. But so that was just kind of erring on the side of caution on my part. But yeah, no, I appreciated your comment. I like that move, noting down things someone did that you can be mad at for the arguments you'll have. Yeah, sometimes you just got to keep these things, like, you know, in your back pocket. Like, keep a round in the chamber, you know, for for emergency situations. And you were surprised I could tell you were single. Sorry, I forget what comment of mine that was in response to in particular, but... Oh, it was because of the like the argument strategy that I had in mind. Yeah, I think that's what it was in response to. Although maybe by this point I've forgotten. When she's ready, I'll listen to what she has to say. Now that I think is a thoughtful comment. I think that my guy actually does, I think, have a pretty thoughtful streak to him. But yeah, there's really not much. Okay. Because, like, I was looking for that authenticator, but I don't think I can find it at this point in the game, so I might as well just not. Because, yeah, she is kind of taking a while with this shower. Like, like, come on, it's time to get out. Jason? Was that you? What is it? Yeah, we need to have a talk about this video game that you played without me. We showered together. I found your hard drive. That's kind of ominous, too. You were on the PL8. Nothing. I'm going to tell her I found her hard drive because I'm worried this option's going to disappear if I don't mention it. What? Said I found your hard drive. Sorry, you sound really muffled. You want your shampoo? Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, can you hand it to me? She's crying in the shower about him forgetting, probably. Oh, yeah, that actually is a really good point, Blue Ice Cubes. She almost certainly is. Maybe the fact that I found her hard drive will cheer her up, though. Ha ha ha. I was way off. Sorry, that just tickled my funny bone. Gotcha, I told you I couldn't hear you properly. Just hand it to me later. Thanks. Okay, so that didn't do much. Jason? Is that you? What is it? Can we shower together? You what? Ha ha ha. What's gotten into you? You're normally too embarrassed by stuff like that too. But not now. I mean, look at the time. I'm almost done too. Pervert. If only she knew he was talking with voices in his head about pineapple pizza. Oh, yeah. If she knew about that, she would be, like, running down the street now, like, screaming for the cops, probably. Jason, was that you? What is it? You were on the PL8. Well, on one hand, I'm kind of curious to see what she says for this option, but, like, I also don't want to come across as too... I tell her, maybe if I confront her about it, but then immediately I'm, like, super forgiving afterward. Maybe then she won't be so hard on me for forgetting about our anniversary thing. You're on the PL8. Haha, you got me. Did I forget to shut it down? Sorry. I really felt like playing today. I had to find out what happens after that cliffhanger. Come on. What about me? It still has our last save file. Let's find some time to play together from there. Now let me finish my shower. Okay. Well, I think I've used up all the dialogue options. Jason, was that you? What is it? Nothing. Okay. Valley Grove voice, so good. Oh, thank you, Tia. Yeah, I hear a bird chirping. Oh, opened. Okay. Now I'm able to open this door. Susan says, excuse me, but could you keep the noise down? Hey, take it easy, honey. And you are... Wow, what happened? You're just going to pretend you don't know us? Oh yeah, these must be my neighbors. Oh, Turkey Tipper, hello, welcome to the stream. Was watching a video on scientific anti-realism and YouTube sent me here. Well, you know, the algorithm works in mysterious ways sometimes, and it just has a magical way of bringing us all together when we need it. But Turkey Tipper, just to give a brief introduction of myself, I am Axaeon, I'm a philosopher VTuber. And so I make philosophy content quite a bit, though I also play games sometimes, such as sci-fi games like this one, especially when they're games that raise philosophical questions. So glad to have you here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. So if I don't end up doubting my reality at least once this stream, then I want a refund. Oh, wow. Okay. I see. So I'm going to be really taken to task on this one. There was a part earlier in the stream, Turkey Tipper, where there were questions about knowing one's reality or doubting one's reality. Like the opening part of the game, the tutorial, kind of went into that. And I expect there'll be more of that as the game continues. I was watching a video about Hellfire and ended up a part of this community. Yeah, I can see how that one would have a connection because I have done videos before about hell and about philosophy of religion, so that was probably the connection the algorithm made on that one. I'm trusting the algorithm on this. And I'm trusting you, Turkey Tipper, to tip those turkeys. Yeah, good luck. Good luck with the turkey tipping. This game has a lot of Matrix-like themes, so I'd say you're in the right place. True that. Certainly true. So sorry, Mr. Dai. We're from downstairs. Came over to say hi when we moved in last month. Let's just cut to the chase. I'm going insane over the racket you're making. Racket? My guy doesn't seem like too loud. A person. Yeah, we weren't being that loud. Could you not move furniture around at night? We're not moving it. We'll move whenever we feel like it. Yeah, that's right. The little furniture gets you that out of shape, bitch. Maybe you should just take a hike. Sorry, wait, no, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I'll just... She's gonna, like, run away crying now if I say something like that. We're not moving anything. Huh? How's that possible? I kept hearing noises from your house. I told you, it's probably not coming from Mr. Dai. It's coming from Mr. Liu on the other side. Ooh, the plot thickens, chat. He said he was moving soon, remember? Huh, really? Yes. Well, why didn't you say? Oh, it was all just a misunderstanding, chat. It was all just a miscommunication. Wow, Axe said the B word. Yeah, I think it's because I'm putting myself more in the shoes of this guy, and yeah, not many things as the guy I'm playing as would, I guess, get me more riled up than people thinking I'm moving furniture around when I'm not, in fact, moving furniture around. Skepticism and doubting your reality is my favorite part of philosophy. Yeah, lots of wonderful philosophy there, going back to Descartes and earlier, and that's one of the classic ways of getting kind of into philosophy, is questions that sort of explore that side of it. Do you love tipping turkeys? Oh, okay, well, interesting hobby. Not sure how I ended up here, actually. Yeah, sometimes we never know these things. Oh, well then. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. Wow, I'm so sorry. It's okay, Susan. Like, it happens. I'm sorry I called you the B word. I was just... Thoughts of furniture were filling my mind, and I got kind of carried away. You know, it happens. Looks like it's my bad. Ha ha ha. It's fine. We're okay now. Sorry to bother you. Goodbye. So sorry about that, Mr. Dai. My wife can be a bit tactless. Please tell her not to do that again. Yeah, keep your wife in check, dude. It's okay. I'll go for the nice response here. Thank you. I apologize. Until next time, good night. So that's the front door. Okay, it's not another part of their apartment. So there's not much else I can find out there. But different question now. Is my girl, oh yeah, finally finished with her shower? Oh, that's a cool fan. It floats in the air. So where did you find the hard drive? Does it matter? Some of these responses are just like way like hostile, just out of nowhere. Under the table. Yeah, I'll just say, yeah, under the table. Well, how did it get there? Who knows? Who knows? Ah, it must have slipped out when I left. My bag was open, but I didn't notice it had dropped. Yeah, that could happen pretty easily. So close to awesomeness. Yeah, to see that dialogue option, Web of Concepts, I guess we'll just have to watch another playthrough on YouTube and hope someone else picked that one. But I wasn't going to go too hard on the guy standing there, because he actually seemed like a genuinely nice guy. And the woman seemed nice too. It was just, you know, she had kind of a rough moment, which we all have, you know. But she was apologetic about it, so... But it would have been funny, I do agree. Would have been funny to push the rude responses as far as I can. Should always trust the rude responses. Maybe if I do like an alternative playthrough at some point, maybe I'll just do like rude responses all the way through. You're amazing. How did you know to look back there? I have secret AI-powered abilities. You're the kind of player who manages to unlock all the secret routes. Ha ha ha. Hand it to me. Hand it to me. That was like kind of, you know, sudden there. Thanks. I'm not losing it anymore. This thing's important. I'm almost done. Just gotta dry my hair and send off a couple emails Give me a few minutes. Could you pick up the face? Actually, I was thinking about the hairdryer earlier, so I want to comment. That's a cool hairdryer. Is it? This was an older model. It still has to fly around. Now it's all about the ones that can dry your hair instantly. So, future is a place of many strange and wonderful inventions. Okay, that's the room controller. Fran bought this to control the appliances in our house. We can actually let it auto-detect without manually controlling anything, but she doesn't like feeling watched. She even removed the detectors the previous tenants had installed. A little bit of a paranoid streak, perhaps. Although maybe it's not paranoid in this world, the world that they're in. Maybe they are always watching if you're not careful. So chat, the soap opera sci-fi continues to thicken. All this futuristic stuff, it's still AI writing her emails instantly, I see. Yeah, I get the feeling in the world of this game, people don't really sit down and take the time to write much, you know, much by hand or much manually. Anyway, it's mostly probably AI assisted. I wish I had one of those hair dryers. I would walk around everywhere like that. Yeah, I know. It actually is a really cool invention. Also, welcome, Eugene. Welcome to the stream and the channel. Hello there, Mr. Dye. Good evening. So, Hank. You know, I'm just going to say hello this time because he probably does know me. Hey, glad I caught you before you leave for work. I was afraid I'd miss you. I'm here to give you a heads up about something. We'll be moving out tomorrow, and there will be some noise. Fran needs to work tomorrow, and she's a light sleeper. So that made me think about you two working the night shift. Ooh, this guy's really considerate. Yeah, Hank, I like Hank a lot. You can always trust a guy named Hank to be extra considerate. It might affect your sleep, so I was wondering, I mean, would it be a nuisance? Normally you'd rent noise suppressors from the moving company, so it shouldn't be too noisy. It's nice of him to give us a heads up. I think if you've got the noise suppressors, we'll be fine. No, we don't mind. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, noise suppressors, because it seems like that's a basic, like, if there are things like that in this society, then it's a basic move of consideration to just, you know, use them when you're doing something loud. Yep, I'll take care of it. I'll ask them to slow the bots down. Never mentioned any noise suppressor. Oh, is he going to cheap out on the noise suppressors? That's why he's letting us know. Is he really going to be that stingy? Sure, that's fine. You'll be renting noise suppressors, right? Do you plan on disturbing our sleep just so you can save a few bucks? I'm going to press him on this. You'll be renting noise suppressors, right? About that. Oh, yeah. Here's where it all comes down. Do you think AI will create a utopia for us? That is a good and very difficult question, Web of Concepts. I'm not sure I have a settled view on that. Yeah, I know there are some who think utopia, and then others who think doom, and then others who are just kind of in the middle. I do think it will revolutionize society, but whether it's in the direction of utopia or not, I'm not sure I have a settled view. But do you have a view? If you have a view, I'd be curious to hear it. This game would be Detroit Become Human if you wanted the answer to that. Yeah, there are some similarities, I suppose, between this game and Detroit Become Human. This is almost, in some way, like, not that this game involves androids, at least so far, but in the style of gameplay and the style of being a very story-driven game where, you know, dialogue affects how the story goes, and both in a sci-fi setting. Egg cartons. Not sure what that's... Oh, maybe the egg cartons are like noise. Like if you put egg cartons like on the bottom of the furniture, maybe that stops it from scraping and making as much noise. Yeah, I'll consider it. Dude, you'll consider it. Now, I will tell you, chat, if this were me in real life, I think what I would do, if I knew this guy was probably not going to get the noise suppressors, and like my girlfriend had a really important thing the next day that she had to sleep for, I might recommend to, or I might offer to, like, you know, meet him halfway on the payment, even though, like, I shouldn't have to do that, but just, you know, for the sake of getting it done. I personally have a pessimistic view, as it could just create a perfect dictatorship or something. True, a very salient possibility there. I think about that too sometimes. I mean, the apartment bylaws require it, but I thought maybe my good neighbors don't mind. Oh, okay, you know what? This guy sucks. Now he's trying to use flattery and trying to like guilt me into saying it's not going to be an issue. But I'm not going to fall for that, dude. There was a time in my life when I would have, but now I shall stand firm. I knew it. Oh no, the shape of egg cartons happen to be able to cancel out sound wavelengths that are around the vocal range. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but I guess that makes sense. Oh, what? I think I accidentally pressed a button there. Can I go back? Chat, did you see what I just pressed? I'm actually going to look at the stream recording now to see what it said. Oh, okay. It automatically chose please look into it. I didn't realize that was a timed one. So he said, please look into it. Well, I'm going to have to be more careful on those ones that involve making sure that I get the right timing down. But luckily, I don't think anything too major was at stake. It says, good, that's settled. Please look into it. Why did I say that? I was too busy thinking about egg carton snorts. I was, you know, look, chat, like it happens, okay? Like don't tell me you've never been caught in a egg carton daydream before and forgotten something. You know, it's a totally natural thing. I don't think he'll be renting any noise suppressors. I checked and you deferred to him. Okay. Is Miss Ching home? Or has she gone to work? You gotta work harder, Mr. And by the way, this I might be mispronouncing. Day or Die? I'm gonna go with Mr. Die, but maybe it's Mr. Day. Gotta work harder, Mr. Die. I always see that busy Miss Ching heading out or coming back from work. That must be so exhausting. It is, she needs a break. Yeah, she's, I'll put it positively, she's very passionate about her job. You know, she's a real go-getter with her work. A job's a job. That's got little to do with passion. Do you two plan on ever having kids? Okay, so now you're gonna just like ask us all these like, you know, personal questions. You're not gonna rent the noise suppressors. Dude, come on. Like, and your name is Hank. I feel like earlier I was saying like how you can like trust like all guys named Hank. I'm gonna have to take that back after talking with this guy. If I recall correctly, Mr. Liu never married. What about you? You've never been. We'll plan for that in the near future. Yeah, I'm not going to commit to anything right now. So what about you? You've never been. Fine. I wanted to, but I never got the opportunity to. I didn't cherish the chances I had when I was young. You're pronouncing it right as is. Okay, good to know. Thanks to you. I forgot there was a kitchen. That's why you have to seize them when you're still young. Oh, I see. So right now, Hank's trying to help me out by saying, like, you'll experience the magic of parenthood, and you know, don't wait till it's too late. That's sort of the advice that he's giving me. Let me give you some advice. We men need to be the chief breadwinners. Don't let your girlfriend do all that hard work. So he accepts traditional gender roles, it seems. With a name like Hank, yeah, I guess that, you know, kind of an old-fashioned name, perhaps, in some ways. This is what she wants to do. It's what she loves. No girl would ever want to work like that. Oh, so it's because my dude's not bringing in enough money, according to Hank. Not only that, she's also doing night shift. That's a travesty. It's not actually the night shift. What you're saying is disrespectful to her. That's a little harsh. I'm just going to tell him it's not actually the night shift. Doesn't matter. She still shouldn't be working that much. Actually, maybe I should have gone with the harsher option, because, like, what business is it of this guy's, you know? What's going to happen to her skin condition? Girls have to take care of themselves. Yeah, this guy, he seems like he's a very traditional thinker when it comes to these kinds of things, and apparently is not worried about expressing that. Yeah, he does seem a bit sexist in some of his thoughts here. Her skin actually looks great. She needs to look pretty so you can look good in public too. Okay, like now, earlier I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, but like now I feel like this guy is just kind of like, come on, dude. Like, who says things like this? I've had enough. I can't listen to this drivel. You're right. I'll just tell him, that's enough, sir. Nice, polite, you know, as polite as can be, but like firm, like telling him like, hey, like you're taking it too far. I'm giving you free advice. What's that supposed to mean? You shouldn't talk about things you don't understand. What I meant was you're an idiot. Yeah, like, actually, both of these, I guess, are harsh in their own way. They're harsh in different ways, but like the top one's maybe a little more condescending, whereas the bottom one is more of, you know, kind of like taking a direct approach and just really laying it all out there. Which one should I pick, chat? I think the top one's maybe a little more my style. Like if it were me in this situation, I don't know if I would say either of these in quite their wording, but I think probably the top one I would be a little bit closer to. Shouldn't talk about things you don't understand. Ah, how could you say that? What's so wrong about what I'm saying? Her work is her passion. It's nothing to do with her appearance. She's not a trophy. Well, I already told him earlier that her work was her passion, and he didn't seem to believe me, so he's probably not going to believe me now. He might, if I, you know, repeat it and insist, but maybe I'll just tell him, yeah, like why are you even bringing up her appearance? She's not a trophy. Bad skin means bad health. Yeah, I don't know about that. What does that say about you? You can't even take care of your woman. Oh, no. That actually ties in nicely with your TSC and 2049 old Asian dudes are the same as ever. Web of Concepts says, what do you imagine Hank looking like? Yeah, I'm thinking like really old guy, probably wearing like a baseball cap and maybe like a tank top, you know, kind of like a beer gut. I don't know if that's accurate at all, but that's just, you know, what I'm imagining. Hank is literally the one friend I have. Well, yeah, sometimes we all need a friend, even if it's one like this, perhaps. But I'm sorry to hear that this is the only friend you have. Eugene says plastic surgery. Oh, like maybe even if Hank were correct about the skin issues, then maybe, like, you know, Fran could just, you know, there's plastic surgery as an option. I mean, I suppose, you know, for some people who might really be into that, you know, they can choose that option if they want. But mostly, I just think Hank is wrong about how, like, going to work is going to have this horrible effect on her skin. Like, you can go to work and enjoy your work and work a lot, but, like, still, you know, take, you know, measures to preserve your skin. Not that it should matter to him, because, like, it's not really any of his business. At least he has one. Oh, that's a good... Yeah, do we know, like, does Hank have a girlfriend? Like, or is he a kitchen cell? Okay. Oh, well, earlier he said he should have taken the opportunities he had to have kids, but he didn't. It's like, we know at least he doesn't have kids, but I guess we don't know for sure if he's alone. He might have a partner at this point. No girl would turn down a chance to marry a capable husband and relax at home. What do you think, chat? Is Hank right about this? Or is he stuck in the past with some of his thinking here? I think he might be a little bit leaning too far into the traditional, you know, very traditional, you know, hyper conservative gender relations talk here. Sorry, but she isn't like that. You think everyone just works for money? thought he said he wasn't married. Okay, yeah, you're probably right, Tia. I probably just forgot. I guess I'm part of what I'm thinking is like maybe he still has a partner even if not married, but he does, the way he presented himself earlier makes it seem like he hasn't actually met anyone. Speaking of plastic surgery, now it's probably more accessible in this game. Yeah, true. It's probably improved a lot in the decades up to 2049. The PSC-derived skin grafts are still in development. Oh, interesting. I don't know exactly what that means, but that's... If that helps people with this technology, then I think that's fantastic. He hasn't met my ex. No, no true Scotsman. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like his experience of the world and of women is maybe kind of limited. Like he just hasn't really met maybe any, or if he has met any women who have enjoyed work, maybe he hasn't taken them seriously. Maybe he's thought they were lying. Tia says, no, Source, I have a capable husband and choose to have a vocation anyway. Yeah, I think you and Hank could have an interesting and funny conversation if you were to meet Tia. I'm sure the thought of meeting Hank does not fill you with joy, though. To clarify, iPSCs are stem cells that revert cellular age to pre-birth. Oh, I see. That's really cool, Eugene. Yeah, I hope, in that case, I hope that the technology keeps developing, because that sounds like it could have some wonderful uses for people. And also, yeah, what you said, Turkey Tipper, about he hasn't met my ex. I haven't met your ex either, but I trust that it is that she is a wonderful illustration of why Hank is wrong. So yeah, for this dialogue choice chat, I'm thinking, sorry, but she isn't like that, or you think everyone just works for money. I'm just gonna say, well, not that I'm sorry though, but maybe if it's just like a mean, because I am trying to be somewhat polite with him, but still trying to like steer him in a more positive direction with his thinking. I think everyone just works for money. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this about Fran and say, sorry, but she just isn't like that. Oh, really? I think she's just too embarrassed to tell you. Oh, no. Oh, no, chat. What if Hank's right? Could it be that she's too embarrassed to tell us? No, actually, I think Hank's just making a lot of assumptions here. He says girls want capable husbands, and he's not married. What does that say about him? Yeah, you never know. He might be open about it. Maybe he's just like, yeah, I wasn't, a capable husband. I wasn't a capable man. And like now he's trying to save my character from the same fate. But I don't know if he would go that path. Slightly unrelated, but I think no true Scotsman is a valid approach as it could just be how you define a Scotsman. Oh, I think I'm starting to see the connection. Like in this case, if you have a woman who really enjoys her work, maybe Hank would just say like, oh, that's not like a real woman. Like any real woman, wants to stay at home. Because I could see him pulling that kind of maneuver. Also, you read my mind when you said I wouldn't be excited about meeting Hank. You know me pretty well, Axe. I suppose I do. Yeah, kind of hard to define though. True, yeah, it is one of those ones that's tricky to define. Maybe it's a form of moving the goalposts, I suppose you could say. Perhaps it's one instance of that sort of more general fallacy, or more general, mistake when it comes to debating. Yeah, I think that's what he'd do. Probably so. I'm sure she's got some thoughts about what the man of the house should be doing. Funniest joke I've heard the entire stream, that Hank is at all self-reflecting. Okay, yeah, fair. That's potentially a fair point, Blaze. We haven't seen much evidence so far that he is a self-reflective person. Maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt. Although maybe, I don't know. I just don't know for sure at this point. Hank is a content farm and a half, yeah. You could do like whole just clip videos of just Hank. You don't even know her. How can you make these assumptions? Do you know you're being really rude right now? Whatever. I'm not wasting my time on an idiot like you. This might be going against my better judgment, but I actually hold out hope for Hank. I think if I keep like engaging with him and just being like, engage him in sort of a Socratic style questioning, maybe he will come to see that he is making some assumptions that are unjustified, and perhaps he will be led to change his ways. We've spent like half an hour talking about him. Yeah, I was like, you don't even know her. How can you make these assumptions? I've lived for much longer than you. I've seen a lot. I know. And how are you still so full of nonsense? But you didn't have to say it like that. Yeah, neither of these, I think, are ones I would say in real life. I would still try to say something that's maybe a little less antagonistic, but also like not quite as concessive as the second one. I too personally tell people you're right, have a nice day, and nope, out of there. Something, something, Mark Twain quote. He's playing the seniority card, how Asian of him. I'll just go with, but you didn't have to say it like that, even though like neither of these are exactly how I would put it in real life, but I think this is maybe the closest. I was just telling you the truth. It's up to you whether you want to listen. I want you to take it back and apologize. The truth is you disgust me. I'll tell him I want you to take it back and apologize. Not that I mean, in real life, I would probably just say, look, I think you're mistaken. Here are the reasons why. It's maybe going a little far to say he disgusts me. Like, I think he does have some sexist views, but when it comes to like who he is as a broader person, like he could have lots of, many very good qualities that might help counterbalance out some of the ways that his thinking perhaps, needs to be updated. I'll just tell him I want you to think it back and apologize. Can you do it? Okay, I'm sorry. See, chat, he apologized. See, it's all good now. Everything is fixed. We've turned Hank into a card-carrying feminist. I have this short temper issue. I've been in a terrible mood recently. Accidents back home, and the sudden move. You're right. I was being rude. I'm sorry. This is actually a really nice response from Hank. He's turning it into he's turning over a new leaf. So I think I was right to have some optimism about Hank in the end. I know you're a hardworking couple. I didn't mean to insult you. Okay, that's actually a very generous, I think, given the circumstances, more generous than expected response from Hank. I should probably leave. I shouldn't take up more of your time. Thanks for informing us. Good night. Not sure if the thanks for informing us is like, or good night. Yeah. I'll just, since he was so nice, I'll be extra gracious and just say thanks for informing us. Good night. Oh yeah, for your information, your skin actually looks great. No, he's already apologized. We don't want to milk this for all it's worth. I too personally tell people you're right, have a nice day, and nope, out of there. Something more. Oh, I think, okay, yeah. That's sometimes, yeah, you just have to end the interaction early. He's playing the seniority card, how Asian of him. Good observation. That is a solid observation to you. Imagine Hank is the main villain. Oh no. Well, if he's the main villain, at least now we know what we're up against. So now we should be nice and prepared. I think people in general are usually not evil, but just working. Ooh, it looks like she heard Hank. We'll talk to her in a moment. Are generally not evil, but sorry, I lost. I was reading a comment, but then I lost track of it. He's playing every authoritative power card he has: age, gender, and probably job rank if we were in the workplace. Yeah, he probably would. I hate it when people frame their opinion as truth to get out of defending it. Ooh, I think I know what you mean to you. Yeah, that is annoying. Definitely. It's sort of dishonest, rhetorical strategy there when people try to use that maneuver. I think people in general are usually not evil, but just working off of incomplete evidence and emotion. I'm inclined to agree. I think I know I've said this on stream a few times, but I think I have a fairly positive view of human nature. And when people have, as you put it, incomplete evidence, web of concepts, and especially when they're in an emotional situation, I do think sometimes people can end up doing bad things they might later regret. But yeah, kind of like you, I would generally hesitate to call people evil. Are you the kind of guy who tries to argue with those door-to-door Mormons? I don't know if I've ever actually had door-to-door Mormons come to my places where I've lived. But if there were any, I probably would. Like, there have been times when I've argued, like, in a polite way with street preachers before. Like, walking on the sidewalk, and, like, there'll be a street preacher saying about, like, how, like, you know, you're going to hell. People are destined for hell if you are, you know, Muslims, atheists, Jews, gamblers, drug addicts, murderers, you know, gamers, you know, whatever, whatever. They'll have like a big list of groups, like all people that are destined to going to hell. And what I found is, like, because I encountered one of those people once, and like actually talking to him, he was a lot nicer than, you know, you might have thought from the sign that he was carrying. And, you know, we just had a short conversation, and neither of us, you know, really changed the other's mind on much. But yeah, it was, you know, not a conversation that I disliked having. So yeah, I can see myself having conversations sometimes with people like that. I love theological discussions, so a Mormon debate sounds like the heaven. There are some good Mormon debates on YouTube, like with Alex O'Connor on his Jubilee episode, debated a Mormon for 10 minutes near the end, and that was an interesting part of it. Are you an optimist? Yes, I think I am in general. I do tend to be optimistic about things. Just had one at my door last week, and the guy had literally no idea about anything beyond his pamphlet. Oh, maybe it was his first day on the job. You know, I can have some sympathy for someone in that situation. Perhaps he'll improve as he continues having more conversations. If optimism leads to a better life, I feel like that justifies leaning towards optimism in most cases. Ooh, yeah, like maybe it's not even about like epistemic reason to be optimistic. Maybe just we have a practical reason, like, or a prudential reason. That seems at least somewhat plausible to me. He's kind of annoying, isn't he? Yeah, he's okay. Am I gonna piss her off if I say he's okay? I'll just say yeah. Though he did apologize, so like major respect for that. You kept your cool. I thought you'd start yelling at him. I got so mad at what he was saying. You heard? Just ignore him. Well, it's obvious that she heard, so I'll just say yeah, just ignore him. I'm trying. But it's hard. I think you should have kept on questioning him. He said he'll take care of the noise, but he never mentioned a noise suppressor. If you ask me, he's just looking to take advantage of us. By the looks of it, I don't think he'll be getting one. It's probably what he intended. Well, at the end, he did seem to feel bad when he offered his apology, so maybe now, like, guilt will motivate him to, to get the noise suppressor. We're just unlucky to have him as our neighbor. Good thing is, he's only there until tomorrow. Yep, yeah, he's moving out tomorrow, and so that way we won't have to see him much after that. Of course, he'll be gone even sooner if we just kill him first. So I don't know where that came from. My character's assassin background is leaking through. Oh no. By the way, when he was talking about having children and stuff, you were on fire. Going at him about never getting married. It was mean, but good job. Also, I was surprised you actually got him to apologize. Here I was thinking you make him leave after arguing with him. The best thing is, you said what you needed to say. Someone had to say it. Well, I must have given you a whole lecture. I don't want you to think that I was secretly listening the entire time. But that's probably what happened. Yeah. Okay, that took a bit too long. So it sounds like maybe now she's feeling a little bit better about me because she liked how I handled that conversation with Hank. I'm ready to go. Let me see. Ziri is telling me to take the bus to get to the farm. I think the company's shuttle system is undergoing maintenance today. Have you gotten everything? If you're ready, let's go. Let's see. Earthquake notice. Ooh, it's going to be an induced earthquake. Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen pretty much everything there is to see in this apartment. Can't really see. I mean, there is that door curtain, which is really mysterious, but nothing to really interact with over there. God, I love Alex O'Connor. Yeah, he's a really interesting YouTuber and very good at philosophy and just discussing philosophy in ways that are, you know, non-confrontational and like not clickbaity, but like actually having deep philosophical discussions. I wouldn't call faith a job. If you don't fully understand your religion, why do you believe it? It feels so surreal. Well, I suppose what they might say is this: maybe when it comes to fully understanding something like God, maybe it's just impossible for a human mind to fully understand God. Or even if they don't fully understand, just like on a more human level, all of the tenets of their religion, maybe they feel as if they've, you know, seen enough to know that like something about it is deeply true. I suppose that's what some believers would say. Of course, my view is different, as I'm not religious, but I know quite a few people who are religious, and I think they might say something like that. I saw that Alex O'Connor video mentioned about the Mormons. Oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely a good one. Study shows optimists tend to be more successful, in case anyone wants to know. Oh, thanks, Tia. I think I might have vaguely known that once, but forgotten about it, so that's a good reminder to have. I'm glad to know that's the case. Everything, yeah, belief is not equal understanding. True, yeah, there's a very important difference between belief and understanding. So that is a good note, Eugene. Shall we go? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but anyway. We've been in this apartment for a while. So let's go ahead and head out. All right, let's do this. I'm leaning towards some kind of religion, but not sure if all the beliefs of it can be justified. Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting place to be in too, when you have that sense of like, hey, this might be true, or perhaps has at least some evidence that it's true, but you're not sure if you want to go all the way. Like, there are some philosophers I know who believe in God, but not the God of any particular religion. It's just kind of a general theism that they have. I'm not sure if that's the view you're describing here, Web of Concepts, but if it is, then I think you are in good company. There are some very good philosophers who sort of lean in that direction. Going to the farm doesn't feel like such a good idea now. Frances doesn't need to escort me. She can stay at home. What can I do? Gotta support the boyfriend. I'll just throw thanks. I'm not gonna... Maybe you should just stay at home. She's gonna think that Hank was rubbing off on me, so I'll just tell her thanks. You're being quite genuine today. I'd expect you to try to convince me to stay home, instead of thinking about it all day. Doesn't it feel much better to just thank me from the get-go? You know, it does. At least I'd like you more this way. Okay, if we're all ready, let's go. I think what's happened is the disembodied mind that I am, like his personality is something that Fran prefers to the actual personality of her real boyfriend. Or like whoever her boyfriend formerly was, if now this is like my permanent, you know, body, so to speak. Hello? Anyone home? Okay, sorry, I was just investigating over here to see, you know, see what we can investigate. Oh, we've got kids playing games, watching TV. Ooh, this is kind of, this atmosphere is really neat. Why are you just standing there? I'm taking in the atmosphere, lady. Can you get off my case? I can wait if you have something to do. Yeah, I'm reading chat's comments. I thought about religion, but I just don't want to be bothered with all the rules and praying and reading up on it. Well, that is a big part of it, I suppose, for some religions, and I can understand not wanting to get involved with all of that side of it. I mean, I suppose if you really wanted to, you could have maybe a religion that doesn't involve all those things. It could just be a kind of more general, sort of abstract belief. Yeah, but I also had a few miracles, so I want to commit to something beyond deism. I'm just not sure how to make sense of it, or if I'm making a reasoning mistake somewhere along the way. I think I can understand the uncertainty there. And sometime, like if it's on a future philosophy stream or something, I would actually be, I'd be curious to hear more about this, because I do think that's interesting, Web of Concepts. She says, look there. It should be... Oh, the train's coming in. So that must be like Amazon in the future. It should be a Groel cargo ship. The city really makes you feel small and insignificant, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't think it does. Here, I'm going to go with the second one, chat. Because to me, thinking about how, like the great size of things making one feel insignificant, that's an inference that's never really made sense to me. I've always thought, like, no matter how small we are physically compared to some things, it just doesn't seem to me that that has any bearing on our significance as people. But I know there are some people who think this way. I've just never been able to really see the basis for that inference. So I'll tell you, I don't think it does. Is that so? I guess that's a good thing. Let's go. The bus is coming. A religion is not based on belief, otherwise a demon would technically be Christian. Yeah, that's an interesting note too, Eugene. Kind of intriguing when you think about it that way. Because there is that note in the Bible somewhere, I think it's Paul who says this, that like even the demons believe in God. And so just like, yeah, believing in God is not enough. I suppose you could say maybe the belief that's required is a belief not just in God, but maybe belief in the sort of salvific sacrifice of Christ, the atonement, sort of accepting Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, believing in his sacrifice for your sins. At least there are many Christians who would say that maybe that kind of belief would be enough. I don't know if they think a demon could have that kind of belief, or like what would happen in that case. Or I think, okay, maybe it's James, same guy who talked about faith without works being dead. So yeah, that's a big debate within the faith. Is like, is faith enough by itself to save you, or does it require works as well? I think, yeah, Paul and James are sometimes seen as having different views on this question, or maybe Paul seems to be more perhaps like just belief, whereas James is more about emphasizes works. That's the rough nutshell what I remember from going to a Christian school as a kid. I might be off about some of the details. Francis says, "You sure you're okay? I still don't think this new job really suits you. I need a job right now. Don't force yourself into it if you don't want to. I can't stay unemployed at home. I need to take some pressure off her." Hello, Axaeon. Oh, hi, Thiago. Nice to see you in the stream again. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. We're just playing this sci-fi game right now that kind of has taken a bit of a soap opera turn, but now we're out of our character's apartment, so it's getting back to like the sci-fi stuff. Catched your stream today, yay. Yeah, good to have you here. As a farm supervisor, I'm sure my salary is enough for the both of us. Family needs that money. You should take the time to find something you like. Want to be able to support you. Easy for you to say. Yeah, I'll tell you, I want to be able to support you. Wouldn't want Hank making fun of me after all. It's like, you know, he would get on my case if I wasn't employed. You've always been supporting me. You made me realize that you'll always be there to support me. Oh, that's really nice. It's really important to me. Really. But what I want to say is, I'll still support you even if you don't have a job. Okay, wow, Fran is a real one for this. Like, she really cares about me as a person. And not just for, like, the ways I can, you know, help her out with things that she's interested in. I don't want you to feel like you should get a job because of me. I don't want to be a burden on you. Jason, I'm serious. I know. It's okay, you're not being a burden. Yeah? Good. The bus is so slow. Looks like City Hall must have spent their flop supplies on other districts. I guess we're all second-class citizens here. And is it Yonghe District? I'm gonna guess it's Yonghe District. Flop supplies. What does that have to do with the buses? Yeah, this one I'll ask her about flop supplies. Oh, see, right now, one-pay systems are controlled by AI, right? Systems like public transportation, energy, communications, logistics, and so on. Oh, and of course, surveillance. The algorithm and citywide sensors automate a lot of the complicated work. But no matter how optimized the algorithm is, it still requires a massive amount of computing power, or flops, to handle the data coming in. So like right now, when it's rush hour, our flops will be allocated to the busier districts. When that happens, traffic efficiency here takes it. Oh, that was actually a really good explanation. Okay, do you get it now? I still don't get it. I'll say, yep, I get it. Good. Oh, the bus is here. Blue Ice Cube says, I also haven't had very positive interactions with many Christians or the Bible, if any at all, and the way they inform others of their perceived fate. I'm sorry to hear you haven't had very positive interactions with them. But I suppose, yeah, I mean, they come in all types, and I can see how some people of that persuasion can be very insistent, and sometimes that can be a little unpleasant. Wow, is she a real one? Yeah, she sure is. She says, that was me when I was younger, but I married into a liberal Christian family and opened my mind as to the merits of religion. Yeah, I think you have a pretty neat background on this too, Tia, of sort of having your viewpoints sort of expand in a way as a result of like different kinds of people that you've met. I think it's a really good thing when a person's background can help them meet different kinds of people, and that's something I'm really grateful about in my own background, is the way that it's sort of exposed me to lots of different ways of thinking about politics and religion. And I think if I didn't have that, I might not have quite the same way of thinking about things as I do today. So that's kind of a neat little parallel there. I'd support my partner too if he were unemployed and I had like 1 million subs. Yeah. Yeah, 1 million subs, that would be quite a lot, wouldn't it? One could perhaps support a partner with that. I feel that my interactions with many have been unpleasant as well, but some of them are like the kindest people I've met. Yeah, there's always a broad range with these things, I feel like. It takes all kinds. Phew, here we are. See those capsules over there? Those are vision shuttles. Normally we take those to and from work. Hi, Francis. Morning. Hey, who the heck is this guy? Oh, wait, that's not right. It's evening already. Let's start over. Good evening. Working night shift? Yeah, I've made that mistake too lots of times, saying good morning to people when it's in fact evening. He's calling Fran by her first name? Oh, chat, uh-oh. Do I sense some jealousy here? Is my partner going to start worrying about this guy? The plot thickens. No, it's just that I have some unfinished work. Okay. I see. Thought you'd be taking one of them capsules. What if I could? The transit station near my place is closed for maintenance. Which station would that be? Why do you care so much, nosy dude? Well, I mean, like, how else is he gonna bang her while I'm out at my job? Fran doesn't like people asking about private matters. Michael says, is it super far away? Dinghan Station. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell him Dinghan Station. Ah, that's kind of close. Yeah. And this gentleman is Jason Dye, new employee. I'm her boyfriend. Well, I am a new employee here, and so like I feel like that's probably the most relevant piece of information for this guy to know. Of course, like that I'm her boyfriend might matter too, like if he really does want to get with her. But like if he does, like that's actually okay with me. Like, you know, he can date her, that's fine. So I'll just say Jason Dye, new employee. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael Sao, is it? How did you know? Have you met before? I'm positive that we have never met. Somehow his name just popped up in my head. Oh, now, okay, that was a power move, chat, because now we've intimidated him. Now he's like, oh, this character knows so much about me. What else does he know? I better stay away from this guy and this girl. Have we met before? No, it's a lucky guess. He's going to know this is false, but I'm just going to lean into it because it continues the power move from before. No, it's a lucky guess. Huh? That's some serious luck. Stop it, Jay. This is not funny. You guys must have met somewhere before, right? Right, we must have. I don't remember when or where, but that must be it. Yep, I think that's it, chat. Surely we met somewhere before, and it was all just a big joke, me saying earlier that it was a lucky guess. Terribly sorry, Mr. Dai. Memory isn't my strongest suit. Let's pretend we're meeting for the first time, shall we? I'm Michael. Michael Sao. Also, tell me, chat, if I'm mispronouncing his last name. Michael Sao. Nice to meet you, Mr. Dai. Just the cold shoulder. Nice to meet you, too. I'm on patrol duty, actually. I'd better be going. Have a nice evening and see you around. Goodbye. Goodbye. Ooh, I don't think Fran's happy with me, chat. Yeah, she's giving me the, like, stare, the cold shoulder here. Didn't you just tell Mr. Sao that our place is around Dingan Station? Please try not to disclose personal information like that. I really care, you know. Like, I'm sorry, I thought, like, you and the guy were into each other and, you know. I was just, like, trying to help you all out. Anyway, I didn't know you were actually, you didn't want to give out personal information. You got to cut me some slack here. I've just taken over this guy's body, like, yesterday, so I'm still getting used to his life. Privacy is a luxury in this day and age. I intend to keep mine. But I should have told you that before more than one time, right? This is not like you, Jay. Come on. Enough sentimental time. Work. Oh, we investigate the vending machines. It's one of the older models without automatic restocking features. Note, Vision employees get free soda. Oh, that's a nice little perk. Yeah, you actually are pretty worldly, Axe. Oh, thank you, Tia. Show the main character Axe's video on polygamy. Yeah, he might have some things to say about it, you know? You never know. Lots of people seem to have things to say about that particular argument. What did you just say? Yep. I was thinking, well, actually, it's like you say in your comment right now, TX, experiencing the frustration of mononormativity. Yes, very much so. It's fair to say I've been bred and raised in Christian culture, and they're overall nice people, but they become unpleasant when opinions differ. I think sometimes that can be true. I've experienced that from some of them. Although, to be fair, like there are many others who are very open-minded, including people at the school where I went to. I think we're maybe open-minded, not in the sense of, you know, taking... not in the sense of maybe being like truly open to, you know, changing their mind from arguments that we had, but at least in the sense that, like, they always treated me with respect and accepted me, like, even though I was the only atheist in the school. So I guess, yeah, everyone has different experiences, I suppose, when it comes to this kind of thing. But I'm glad to hear that for you. Overall, they've been nice people. Boyfriend. Well, yeah, I am her boyfriend. I am your manager. That would have been a power move, too. Christianity isn't a monolith. My husband's family knows I'm an atheist, and it causes no issues. Yeah, that's also a good note that there are... Yeah, so like sometimes, yeah, people can be married and differ on religion, and you know, like it's totally just fine, and that's cool to know that that's been that's your experience with that, Tia. Yeah, belief systems come on a spectrum. Yeah, definitely. That's a good way of putting it. She really dislikes being watched. Yeah, I wish I had known that earlier. I would have refrained from saying anything. Just got tongue-tied trying to read that. Oh yeah, some of the dialogue in this game might go a little bit fast. I think this is her. Okay, yeah. Come on, hurry up. You sure are taking your time. I'm sorry, I want to... The chat has so many cool, interesting comments that I want to read. Are you nervous for your last round of interviews? Oh, this must still be the interview stage then. He hasn't been hired for the job yet. By the way, chat, if it's been a while since you've had a drink of water, I'd recommend now getting a drink of water. This is going to be a quick posture check too, and maybe a quick stretch break. Why don't we take 5 seconds and see if you can get your stretches in? Because it's important not to stay seated too long. Right now, I'm going to get a quick drink of water myself from my handy desk right here. Okay, that's better. Nothing like some good water when you're thirsty. Let us continue. So he says, of course I am, but I wouldn't want Fran to worry about me. Reminder that everyone who drank water has died. Strong correlation there. Oh. Yep, I mean, yeah, can't deny that one. Nope, a little bit nervous. I think she'll appreciate it if I'm honest with her, and I'll just say, yeah, a little bit nervous. If it's just a little bit, that should be okay. Relax. Just show them your everyday self. But who is my everyday self when I'm this MBU type character? Causation doesn't matter. Quickly, stop drinking water. Yeah, I've stopped by now, so on next water break, I'll have to think more carefully. Do I really want to drink this? You're picked by the system. A manager can't easily veto that decision. I see. So if I'm gonna not get hired, I have to like really majorly screw things up. Which maybe I will find a way to. It has been known to happen before. Anyway, you'll be okay. I trust you. I've met your manager a couple of times. She's very capable and strict too. Always trying to do the right thing. In a sense, she single-handedly saved this farm from closure. Closure? Yes, here, Farm 3003 is one of the Vision Corp's first plants. These days, there are plenty of farms with fancier hardware and higher yield, especially when competitors started to join the game in droves after they opened up the patents. Vision used to be a critical supplier to the city of Wampe. Now we are just one of many. For a while, HQ was seriously thinking about closing this farm down. Really encouraging news for a new employee. I like that my guy keeps a lot of these thoughts to himself. Or at least I assume that's what it means when it's over, the dialogue appears over his head like that. Although maybe that means he's speaking it aloud. The game's maybe a little ambiguous on that one. Mizu break? Very much so. I only drink Pepsi, so I'll be fine. Ooh, yeah, well. Can't argue with that. But Miss Ye managed to turn the tables, yielding efficiency multiplied under her leadership. Considering everything, she's the perfect kind of manager. Somehow I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fight her. Yeah, what is she like as a person? Super strict. Like the other time at the monthly meeting, she was practically slapping those representatives from HQ in the face for doing a crappy job. You heard it right, criticizing HQ. Ooh, that is kind of badass, though. According to my assistant, those working under her should expect only worse. Well, that doesn't make me feel good. Oh, right, one more thing. We don't need IDs at the farm. Just go where you want to go. Cameras use facial recognition to open doors for employees, or not, if you're not authorized. It's handy, although being constantly identified without consent feels creepy. Yeah, it would for her, because I know she takes her privacy very seriously. What if it's a new employee with no face record like me? The company knows my face? How? You do Face ID every time you file taxes, right? Oh, yeah, taxes, yeah. I totally file those. Government knows everyone's face. Then they grant key suppliers access to their biometric database. Big corporations have privileges like this. You'll get used to it. Used to it. That's not like Fran. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit more worried about this workplace. Kind of like you say, Turkey Tipper, like a little sketchy that it's just called the farm. Like you think they had... Oh, dang it, I was reading chat and I forgot about the... What option did I pick? Let's see here. I thought you were not the get used to it type. Is okay, that's... I'm looking at the stream now. It looks like... Okay. Well, it looks like I didn't choose anything catastrophic, at least. Fran says, anyhow, this elevator is controlled by the same identification system. We can't go in at the same time. gonna have to be one of us first then. I'm going upstairs where you don't have security clearances. What if I just walk in before the door closes? This system is more trouble than it's worth. I want to see what she says to this one. Huh, I never thought about it. It'll probably refuse to move? Shall we try it out? Ha, you're naughty, aren't you? Let's not, though. If it triggers the security alarm or something? And don't you worry about our after-work plan. You haven't forgotten, have you? I'll take you to the roof for a stunning view. We'll let you know when I finish work. Then I'll grant you visitor access. With that, you'll be able to take the elevator all the way up. Oops, my ride is here. Something on her mind? Yeah, I'm gonna ask her. Something on your mind? No, nothing. Good luck with the interview. Show them your best. See you around. I can't afford to lose this opportunity. Yeah, my guy's feeling the stress right now. Come on, let's get this done. Fran said she doesn't mind. Still, I really want to contribute some real income. Next, meet up with Eva, the manager. I'm officially employed once she gives the green light. Gotta locate her office first. Oh, okay, so here I get to choose which floor I go to. If you're an employee and you sign the employee contract, it's with your consent. Yes, that is a good point, Eugene. Yeah, I would assume that just, yeah, from signing the contracts and all of that, especially in a hyper-futuristic world like this, they would just already have those records from all of the paperwork. So I scanned through the last hour. You're some kind of body snatcher? Something like that. I think that I'm sort of like a disembodied mind that sort of at least temporarily takes over people's bodies, but now I'm like trying to live a normal life in this guy's body that I've kind of like been given. That's my best attempt to make sense of this story so far anyway. For your comment there, Turkey Tipper. Axaeon, did you ever hear of Origin's I'm probably going to mispronounce this, apokatastasis, maybe. I have heard of Origin, but that particular work of his, or that particular view, or concept or theory, I'm afraid I don't know what it refers to. So I'd be curious to hear more if you'd like to share. That does sound interesting. I know Origin, I believe, if I'm correct, was an early church father, kind of like, you know, Tertullian and some of those guys. But yeah, I'd be curious to hear more about that. I don't know, I'm just here for the vibes. I only remember Hank from the last half an hour. And press X to doubt. Yeah, there's something on her mind, no doubt. 1984 type surveillance. Okay, so I think contract, consultation, screening. Where was I supposed to go again? Maybe I should go to like contract and consultation. The new blood don't know the OG Ivan. It feels like so long ago that we were controlling Ivan Zheng. Oh, there's a dude there. Okay, I don't think I can do anything with him. Pneumatic receive slot. Ooh, that's cool. Internal pneumatic tube system. Protobots bring over to you. Destination is properly labeled. Charging station. Okay, so charging robots. Nexus port. Plug a device in to access core functions of Silencio. Okay, so that's, if I need to plug my device in, I can use that. Got some vending machines. I mean, so far this looks like a pretty nice building. I guess that's a bath. Okay. So bathroom. Oh, here's some more of these pneumatic drop slots. Oh, they even have a rack of magazines there. Heading: humans or computers. Amid rapid advances in computing technology, the debate whether humans or computers excel in processing persists. While computers surpass in traditional tasks, they lag behind the human brain in energy efficiency and learning speed. To harness these human advantages, flop generation plants, also known as flop farms, were invented. These facilities excel at processing vast data and making swift, accurate decisions, effectively serving various industry needs. I see. So this is a future in which humans and machines have kind of been fused in some ways, or in which the processing capabilities have benefited from sort of biotechnology. Okay, so I can't go there. maybe there's something to do to the right here. Oh, that's just hand sanitizer, okay. Trash can. Yeah, I think I might have gone to the wrong floor, chat. But first I'm gonna check over on this side. Ooh, this guy I can talk to. Who are you? You work here? Where's your uniform? Ah, I see Mr. Lau sent you, right? Who's this Mr. Lau? Yeah, I'm gonna ask who's Mr. Lau. What kind of question is that? Seriously? You don't know Mr. Lau? Have you been living under a rock? I mean, who doesn't know Mr. Lau? Except for new guys, maybe. Well, I am a new guy. I'm one of the new guys. Huh? Damn, you are the new guy. They told us there's a new guy coming and your picture was on the notice. Shit. The company hires anyone as long as they ask. Well, that's kind of rude. Saying I'm the new guy and then he says the company hires anyone. And Mr. Lau told me I owe him a big one for getting me this job. Maybe I didn't need him to begin with. Could have gotten hired by asking nicely. Ah, sorry, I'm rambling. And being kind of rude. If you have nothing to do with Mr. Lau, then I have nothing to do with you. Be on your merry way, newbie. I'll find a quiet corner for a cigarette, distraction-free. Wait, where's the manager's office, please? Oh yeah, maybe he can help me with this. Auntie's office? Oh, is that what they call her, Auntie? That's a little weird. Floor B2, left hand out of the elevator. Okay, floor B2. I don't think there's really much else on this floor. I think I need to go to where he told me. The human brain consumes the same energy as a light bulb. Ooh, that's interesting, Eugene. Yeah, really not much when you think about all the things the brain can do. So it doesn't surprise me to hear the game make that point about energy efficiency of the brain. Yet AI drains enough electricity to power a country. Wow. Yeah. So that's kind of a neat thing then, that the game has latched onto that aspect of AI and brains, the difference between them, to sort of have that part of the game's backstory. Apocatastasis is the belief that everything, including everything evil, will be forgiven and purified in the end of times, including demons, Satan, etc., and become part of God. Ooh, that is really fascinating. It kind of reminds me of universalism. It's like an especially strong or extreme form of universalism, where, oh, I see Web of Concepts, that's a point that you've touched on too, where, like, yeah, not just humans, but even demons and Satan will, every knee shall bow. You might, if you want to put it in a biblical way. Tia says, I finished all my pepperoni bites and want more, but getting more would mean leaving Axe. No pepperoni bites. Tia, I just want to say, I will not mind if you decide to get some more pepperoni bites. That is totally fine. I doubt you're going to miss much. And if you do, you can always scrub back and, like, you know, rewatch the parts you missed. I would feel bad to think of you not having access to pepperoni bites, just simply on account of not wanting to miss any of the stream. So know that if you decide to get pepperoni bites, it is totally fine. You should absolutely feel free to do so. And to be honest, like, who doesn't like pepperoni bites, you know? I mind. Okay. Later, it was declared a heresy, and one of the reasons Origin is not sanctified. Oh, yeah. I can see how that would be a heresy. So they say, oh, we've got kind of a... Okay, that's their conversation over there. Probably doesn't concern me. The human brain is amazingly made, not gonna lie. Yes, one of the wonders of existence. True. Yes, Webb, a universal, truly universal salvation. But I think teleologists or theologists thought that being good would be pointless if salvation is this universal. Yeah, I guess I can... It doesn't surprise me to hear that some felt that way. Although to those theologians who thought that, I would simply say, look, isn't being good its own reward? If the only reason that you're being good is for a hope of salvation, then to me it just seems like you haven't understood the nature of goodness in the first place. But I doubt they would have liked that. They probably would have declared me a heretic too. In fact, they would have declared me like an even worse heretic. Dedicated fan base. Call your minion for more bites. We all have one of those little guys running around, right? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, T, you can just get Leon to to make the pepperoni bites. I'm sure he won't mind. I think the main concern with apocatastasis is whether it fits the Bible. Yeah, there's a really big debate about that. I know with universalism more generally about whether it's biblical. So I suppose this one you could say something similar. Oh, maybe this is where this looks like kind of a little break room. Civilized usage of microwave. Yeah, whenever you use a microwave chat, make sure to be civilized about it. Do not heat foods of strong odor with the microwave. Thanks. Oh, I guess boiled cabbage is out. The odor keeps microwaving stinky tofu. Whoever you are, whatever you are, I will find you and I will kill you. Okay, so no stinky tofu in this microwave. Oh, here's something else here. Snack theft is a crime. Administrative notice. Do not take food or beverage that does not belong to you. Going forward, snack thieves will face administrative punishment. Yeah, I see what they mean about this being kind of a strict workplace here. Oh, breaker panel, okay. Not much else in this room. So let us continue. I'm accustomed to the aesthetic path and will tread it for my Oshi's sake. But seriously, I've had too many and I already left during a lull period earlier to get them. Did you leave during the period with Hank, Tia? Was that the lull period? Or is it after? Sorry, my mind is still on the Hank discussion. I can't believe you talk that way about another man. What happened to brotherhood? Oh, sorry, was it the Hank that I was talking about? I'm sorry, I'm forgetting which man you're talking about. These people take food and microwaves seriously. That they do. No doubt about that. Tofu is absolutely no scent. Maybe it was like the spices on the tofu that they were smelling. That's my only guess, but yeah, that's a good point, Turkey Tipper, about... Oh, maybe if I go in behind someone else... Oh, okay, no, it's not letting me. So I can't go to the far left right there. It's just a bathroom. Oh, I see. If I walk right on the screen, though, that's like my character turning left in real life, so I think that's where the manager must be. That was a point I did not consider earlier. Someone could have more of this crappy farm. Oh, these employees don't like the farm. Hey, you don't have to put it that way. Am I wrong? So maybe this place is boring. They're just trying some kind of new recruitment procedure too. Oh, I see. My husband. I value too much to push him around. I'll defend him from anyone, even you. Okay. Fair point to you. Yeah. Yeah, I would not want to give the impression that I'll defend you from him too. Yes. So I apologize. I should not have spoken of Leon as if he is a pepperoni bites minion. He is much more than that. And I think that's also great that, as you say, I value him too much to push him around. I think that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. The office of the screening division. Oh, maybe I can talk to this guy. Who the heck are you? Ouch, that attitude. My name is Jason Dye, interviewee. Ah, the new guy. Looking for the manager? She's at a meeting. Though by now, she should be on her way back. Appointments are first come, first served. Understand? I'll go in first when she comes back. You wait for your turn. I haven't said anything yet. Where's your uniform? In the backpack, not ready to put it on yet. Go find a restroom and get changed. Without the uniform, Silencio won't let you into any office. Yeah, who's this Silencio person? The farm itself. The whole farm is controlled by a central AI, which identifies and tracks all personnel on site. If it doesn't recognize you as an employee, it won't grant access to offices. Can't believe you come to interview without the slightest clue about the job. None of your business, douchebag. Thank you for the information. Really appreciated. Okay, I'm gonna go none of your business, douchebag. Sorry, I had to choose the rude one. This guy has been kind of rude to me. I just had to lash out in that one. Yeah, happy failing your interview, sucker. Now listen up. You need 2 things to go around the farm. Your face and your uniform. Every uniform is unique, bearing a code that represents your job title and security clearance. Oh, right. Since you have nothing better to do, go run some errands for me. You don't have anything better to do either. Asking a total stranger to run errands? Yes, by the power of seniority. Oh, he's appealing to seniority. Kind of like, Hank, go downstairs and buy me a bottle of soda. There's a vending machine. I'm asking which floor it is. You have never been here before, after all. Yeah, I didn't agree to run your errands. You don't want to say no. Ooh, is that a threat? What's your problem with a quick trip? I don't know, I just don't really like the way that you're talking to me. Making an enemy who is your senior before the interview? Come on, you're smarter than that. Rule 1 of landing a job, learn to get along with your colleagues. Now pay attention, I want a bottle of Who Alive. Not Who Alive, not Hollow Live, Who Alive. 2 different brands, but look and sound similar. Look very, very carefully. My stomach doesn't agree with Who Alive. Makes me feel woozy. Senses are all screwed up. In severe cases, I may feel sick or pukey. Said I'm not going. Said I'm no. Are you deaf or what? Heard you loud and clear. Giving you helpful information just in case. You suddenly smarten up and realize how a tiny errand could mean a lot to your future career outlook. For example, I could say something nice about you to the manager right before your interview. I see, you're right. I'm going to get your soda. No, I don't need your nice words. How do I know whether your opinion matters? Yeah. Let me put it another way. What if I say something awful about you to the manager right before your interview? Jerk. Oh. Okay, I'm getting your soda. I still say no. No and no. Screw you. I really don't like this guy. I'm just going to say I still say no. You've made up your mind. That's it for now. Whatever you decide, just make yourself scarce. Need to focus on the proposal. Aren't you giving me money? This soda. We clear? Now get going. I need to find a restroom and change into my uniform. So did Snatch this dude for the organization to get info on this company? Yeah, that's what it's looking like, Turkey Tipper, is that maybe they want to infiltrate this company or someone, or they want to find out more about someone who works at this company maybe, and that's why they're taking over this dude. Root options all the way. I thought this slice of life section was going to take like 15 minutes before getting back to the action, but it's been like 70% of the stream. I know. Oh, this restroom under maintenance, estimated outage 1 day. Okay, I can't use that one. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a slow-paced game. It's a slow burn, as they say. That's the nature of this particular game. Senpai tax, yep. Nice, very concise way of putting it, really capturing the essence of it there, Thiago. You used to this if you grow up Asian. Good old Confucian values, not. Well, don't worry, Tia. I won't tell Confucius you said that. But yeah, I guess the whole hierarchy thing is a really big thing, it sounds like. Yeah, let's go to... Because I think there are bathrooms on this floor that I could use to change in. I like Eugene's solution. Yeah, the say yes and never return is because, like, then I'm sort of asserting some measure of power for myself. I make him think I'm going to get it, but then I don't. That is a good way of doing it. Well, I can talk to this person. Hey, want a soda too? Sorry, I didn't see you there waiting. Having a hard time deciding. You know what? How about you help me decide? Okay, I'll do it. This machine only serves 2 brands, and now it's almost empty, with exactly 1 bottle each left. One is Who Alive, the other Who Lies. They look and sound similar, but big difference when it comes to the taste. Yeah, how different. Who Alive is light, refreshing. Pairs well with heavy meals to soften the grease. Who Lies is kind of the opposite. It's an energy drink. Basically equal parts caffeine and sugar, two kinds of high in one package. It's not for everyone. Some might feel sick from the kick. Not me, though. I'm okay either way. Arrgh. Damn, it's too hard to choose between them. Just flip a coin. No, I'll help you choose, dude. How about this? You pick one for me. Yeah, that's right. My dude asked for Who Alive. So I'm going to tell this one to take Who Alives. Maybe you said that because you want the other wicked trick, huh? Oh no. He's on to me. That isn't... Yeah, I'll just tell him, that is indeed the case. I knew it. You're tricky, aren't you? Alright, alright. I said that because I have this nagging habit, Every time I have trouble making a decision, I ask someone else to do it for me. You might want to work on that, dude. I don't know if that's a good method of making decisions across the board. Then I'll go the other way. Oh, no, dude. You're not going to do this, are you? Just in case they want to keep the good stuff for themselves. I mean, just because I like it doesn't mean that it's the good one. All right, I'll let you have what you want. Thanks, bro, and sorry for wasting your time. See ya. That was only... Okay. I thought he was going to take the one we wanted, but... Looks like we're good. We're all set. Well, so this bathroom... Well, this one's marked female, and it has a maintenance sign, so it doesn't look like I can use this one. Might have to go over and find a different one. Shake the soda before you give it to him. You all are so mean. I love these, all these great ideas that y'all have. See, these are the kinds of ideas that don't really occur to my mind naturally when I play these games. So I'm glad that I have you all here, chat, to help me think of these things. Shake the, yeah, shaking the soda before you give it to him, that's a good one. Ooh, or drink it and hand him the empty can. I could do that, but like he would kill me, I think. Or at the very least, kill my job prospects. I guess for any of these, he's going to do that. But that is a solid idea, too. Tell him to recycle. Okay, here's one I can use to change. Oh, this is a pretty futuristic-looking bathroom. I guess it makes sense because it's 2049 after all. Restroom quota? An employee may use the restroom up to 5 times per day, effective immediately. Excessive usage of restroom will be negatively reflected in performance review. Jeez. Yeah, they are pretty strict about things like this. Put on uniform. Tell them to recycle. Hey, it's a good reminder. If you shake it, they'll have to change the company recognized outfits. AKA, he can't change. Ooh, right. Yeah, he'll have to be stuck with the consequences of soda all over him for his big interview. So my guy now is, okay, kind of like a tracksuit almost. It's the vibe I'm getting. You're catching on. I'm not the biggest proponent of hierarchy, which earned me disciplinary issues as little Tia. Oh no. Sorry to hear that, Tia. That must have been rough. I can understand having issues with the hierarchies of age and so on. So I go back to screening now. All the bathrooms are out of service in this building. Too much Who Life. It is a little bit strange that all the bathrooms do seem to be, except for that one, seem to be out of service. Oh, Thiago, 1 a.m. here in Brazil, time to go to sleep. Yeah, thanks for stopping in by the stream. It was good to have you here. Hope that you have a good rest and have a nice rest of the evening. Eugene says, I stand. Oh, okay, my guy's gone. Thanks for the company, Axaeon chat. Good night. Yeah, good night to you as well. Based on how this has been going thus far, your job prospects aren't looking great. Yeah. Though this game, I feel like it's kind of a dystopia, or maybe is sort of leaning toward like presenting that, or it was going to present that at some point. So maybe it's not such a big deal if I don't get this job. Or maybe it is. But in any case, I've done everything I can do up to this point to ingratiate myself with this guy. As clearly stated in my report, the profit margin of this contract is flexible. In fact, there's ample wiggle room as long as we do not commit to specific maximum flops. The client likes flexibility, we give them flexibility. Win-win. Okay. So, yeah, that concludes your proposal, I hope? Okay, yeah, this person plays hardball. Absolutely. I can already tell just from these first two things she said. Now, Mr. Q, listen very carefully. My job is to make profit indeed. On the other hand, I must uphold the rights of our contributors. We are running a business. Don't even try to lecture me on commercial operation and balance sheets. I know them better than you do. Profitability is not an excuse to abuse contributors. They are our partners, not company assets. They have the right to reasonable benefits. That is the bottom line. On top of profit, a business has a reputation. We must build trust. By losing a little immediate profit, we are planning for the long term. Don't tell me you're naive to your proposal. All this nagging nonsense week after week. Firing me, huh? What age do you think this is? 2000s? A manager isn't authorized to fire people on a whim, in case you're not aware of it. Have you checked my performance record? Top of the line in every single review. Good luck trying to convince the system to fire me. Don't try too hard. When it comes to your words against my words, the system might as well fire you. Ooh. Let me remind you of all the power that you don't have. I'm well aware. If the AI is stupid enough to let you into the company, it won't be too hard to make it kick you out. Now get lost. You. Good. Very good. You know what? I've had enough of you. I should have known that you wouldn't listen to facts and reason. Go on. Keep playing the saint on your high horse. All this talk about juicer rights, it's all hypocrisy. Ask around the company, and every single soul would agree with me. Mr. Q, you're a smart man. Heartless, but smart nonetheless. I believe you will find a successful career. Do me a favor, don't be one of the bad guys. The world has more than enough of them already. This world we live in, it takes a bad guy to win. For that reason, I'm firing you here and now. If only as a statement that a bad guy will not win, not under my leadership. However, I will endorse you to the Fengquan farm. You have found a dead end here, but over there you will start anew with much more opportunities. Just be a better man. That is all I ask from you. Now, goodbye. Goodbye. Do you still want your drink, dude? Dude, I've got your drink. I've got your drink right here. I didn't forget about it. He deserves it. Your soda. Yeah, okay, yeah. Definitely give him the soda. Just rub it in. Maximum rubbing it in here. Thank you. Oh, hey, thank you. Yeah. Good luck with the interview. I think he actually appreciated that I got him the soda. He wasn't expecting me to get it. That's like the one positive in his day now. How does it feel seeing the manager firing someone right before your interview? Feels terrible. Yeah, my guy's like scared right. He's like, oh no. Like, what am I gonna do? A little bit nervous, not feeling anything in particular. Yeah, a little bit nervous. Is that so? Good. I appreciate honesty. Also, that's a good note, Turkey Tipper, what you said about, like, yeah, did they even realize I was standing in the corner that whole time? Or had rage so taken a hold of them that they just didn't care? I like to think that that's what was going on. Is it wrong if this reminds me a little of Faith, the Unholy Trinity, especially the detailed story and a long section in multi-story building? I had not thought of that, Tia, but you're absolutely right. That, yeah, a long section in a multi-story building in like a 2D game like this, it really does have vibes of Faith. Based grandma tell him off. Drink in front of him. These are all really good power moves that you have in Mind Chat. And yeah, she does seem like a good, like she's really good at telling people off, which is kind of she's a strong character. I feel like should have given it to her instead. Oh yeah, that would have been good too. She said, "Good. I appreciate honesty." Oh, okay, that's good. So off to a good start so far, chat. With making an impression on this manager. Terrible. I'd be glad. Yeah, I mean, she did tell him that he can go to that other farm and maybe he'll be a better fit there. So maybe it wasn't such a bad thing for that other guy, all things considered. Poor guy just got verbally annihilated right in front of the new employee. He demanded to get him soda. True, there is some humiliation involved in that. You should see it as good news. One more vacancy in the team. Now your chance has increased. But how did you get in when I was in a session with someone else? Silencio should have locked you out. Who's Silencio? Okay, I know the door just opened on its own accord on approach. I mean, Silencio is granting you access. Don't worry, whatever the cause is, it's not your fault. Probably trying to prank me, knowing how much I hate it. Meaning, yeah, that's because the Silencio is just an AI, right? Meaning your AI is self-aware? Of course not. Where's your sense of humor? Okay, enough chit-chat. Come here. Okay, I think she's gonna hire me, chat. I think this is one of those old-fashioned interviews where you just like go in the manager's office and like shake their hand and then like walk out with a job. You know, kind of old-fashioned for the world of 2049, but I think this manager likes doing things the old-fashioned way. I think it would have been funny if you said you'd help him get the job if he got you a drink. That would have been great, Blue Ice Cubes. Yeah, really turning the tables. I love it. Somewhere in the game there should be like a dialogue option that makes that possible. Even if I didn't find it, that would be just perfect. Means you're hired? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Eugene. Jason Dye, is it? Yes. Great. Sorry, I don't have a spare chair. You might have to stand for a while. Oh, that's fine with me, manager. We'll just sign the paperwork and we'll be good to go. Hey, I'm not blind. There's an empty chair over there. Oh, I didn't even notice that. But yeah, he's right. There is an empty chair. See that you've put on your uniform? Good. I like people who take the initiative. See, like everything she says is like so old-fashioned coded. Like, I don't need to say code. I can just say so old-fashioned. I like people who take the initiative. Come on over here, Sonny. You know, shake my hand, sign this paperwork, and we're good. We've got you a job. Be here next Monday at 8 o'clock. You're off to a good start. You know, you're a real young whippersnapper like you. Like just a nice, you know, upstanding young man, strapping young lad. It's what I like to see in the young generations, you know. Good to see kids like you doing things the proper way. I should thank that fired guy for setting her expectations low. Ooh, good point. Yeah, I like to think maybe that fired guy and I will end up becoming friends later, you know. Maybe it's the start of like a bromance. A wonderful, everlasting bromance between us. All right, let's cut to the chase. You want a job. I want someone who can do a job well. Let's start from the basics. Wanpei City operates on a central AI. It controls everything. The AI runs on computational power, or flops in colloquial terms, and that comes from this flop farm here. In other words, if we take 1 day's break, the whole Wanpei goes offline. I trust you're well aware of that? Yes, of course. Ooh, that doesn't sound right. That was an option that just unlocked right now, which makes me think it was something I discovered. So I actually want to choose this option. That doesn't sound right, because it must be true. If it's from something I discovered. That doesn't sound right. Yes. I see that you're well prepared for this interview. Oh, okay, she was testing me there. And we passed the test. Thank you, Fran, for all those talks about work at home. What I just said was an overstatement. Intentionally made to test your knowledge. Truth is, there's an abundance of flop farms, 23 of them around Wanpei alone. Out of these, 18 beat us by generations in terms of hardware. In other words, Wanpei doesn't need us. Do you get that? We are replaceable, and our competitors will try everything to make us obsolete. Will you let that happen? Suppose you're hired? That will not happen, not on my watch, so I'll give it my best shot. Yeah, I'm gonna go, because I can't guarantee anything. just gonna tell her I'll do my best. Best shot, worst shot, I don't care, to be honest. As long as you deliver what I need, I'd call it a good shot. Farm 003, aka Silencio, used to be a plant of cutting-edge technology. That was 20 years ago. These days, every single flop farm beats us in hardware. Silencio is a thing of the past, refusing to let go. What we lack in hardware, we try to make up for it with software. When other farms try to make more profit by cutting back on contributor benefits, we go the other way by treating our contributors as well as we can. We care about their well-being, financially and physically, to secure a reliable supply of flops. Smart move, but that won't get on the cost side. I'm just gonna say, yeah, smart move. Nope, I wouldn't call it smart. It's a very risky approach. Any failure could be catastrophic. But it's tailor-made for what Silencio has. She looks proud of it. Also, don't agree with everything I say. We don't encourage ass-kissing here. Good to know. I like this boss more and more. The more she talks. Don't bother trying to flatter me. It won't work. Yes, ma'am. When I say it, I mean it. Understand? Yes, ma'am. Great. There. Enough about the company. Now let's talk about you. Your presence in this office means Silencio has decided to hire you. It's an informed decision based on every record about you that can be located. Every record about me? Yeah. We know everything, including your military service and all the trouble you caused there. Oh, no. Oh, you worked as a security guard after discharge from the army. The employer was airtight security. Information is power, Mr. Dai. Corporations such as Vision have access to everything they want to know. As long as the recruitment procedure is concerned, this interview is not required at all. However, I do not trust the AI and the system it stands for. I believe people cannot be boiled down to figures and records. For a second, she sounded super serious. This job is not a pleasant one. You will be dealing with some of the poorest people. In a sense, you will see the underbelly of this society, the part that everyone wants to sweep under the rug. I've interviewed many candidates better than you, or so their records suggest. Most of them can't face such reality. It doesn't happen overnight. Day in, day out, they pick up what they see and feel on the job. Misery, anxiety, cynicism, and worse. Tiny changes add up. A few months later, you wouldn't recognize them. It's as if the same body is hosting another soul. The point of this interview is to make sure, I hope, that you will not end up like them. So trust me, I can deal with it. Sounds exciting. I'll just go silent there. Yeah, I think that's the best option. First of all, I need you to take a test drive to see if you can get along with this job. For the next couple of days, you will be on field practice, working as if you were already hired. Note that I said as if. Your employment depends on the performance of this field practice. The interview notes didn't mention anything about field practice. I thought this interview was the last step. So yeah, why field practice? Being a practical person, I'd like to know that every purchase is worth its price. Today, you're assigned to the screening division. Tomorrow, ops division. I thought I was a candidate for ops division only? You are, but like I said, Silencio is in charge of deciding what candidates are qualified for, not me. You applied for both divisions. Silencio thought you're fit for ops, but I want you to try both. Maybe you're good for neither, let's see. Keep in mind that today and tomorrow will be critical for your career outlook. Now head to the screening office and find their lead, Wayne Jing. He will walk you through the rest of it. If there are any questions, now is the time to ask. Do I get paid for field practice? Where's the screening office, please? How am I doing so far? Yeah, screening office, I think there's a sign in the elevator that says it, so I'll just say I don't have any more questions. Wait, aren't you asking where's the screening office? I know where it is. Yeah, I think it's like the floor above us, right? Or maybe not. The fact that she thinks I wouldn't know maybe is a sign. Maybe I should ask her. Should have asked without me reminding. Out of my door, right-hand side. Okay, you're free to go now. Okay, so this is the screening office. Okay, right where we just were. I I mean, she is old, maybe a relic of the older generation and their ways. Yeah, that seems plausible here. Hesitate to think that would sway her expectations. Maybe not. Also, nice to get to see some base old Asian people rep to balance out Hank. Yeah. I feel like no matter how far we get in this game, like we're always all going to remember Hank, and it'd be great if Hank shows up again and has another. Maybe we'll get to see like if he evolves at all in his thinking. This dude is going to eventually get his mind back and see he got a great new job and made a bunch of friends. Ooh, that would be kind of a neat positive side to the story. Like, I'm thinking of it now like as the title of an anime. It could be one of those titles like, my body got taken over by an AI mind control droid thing, and suddenly he made a bunch of friends and got me a new job, so now my life is pretty sick. Like, maybe that could be like the title of the anime that it's from. That's the vibe that I get from that thought. I think telling her about the door opening might have given something away. Doors don't just open. You didn't ask what Silencio thingy was. Probably just over-analyzing. I think there was a previous dialogue option where I think it said Silencio is just like the name of the farm itself. Or maybe it's the name of the AI that runs the farm. Oh, also chat, notice that camera there. See the red dot? It follows me as I'm moving around. I would like to think that... Okay, yeah, intelligent camera, augmented with AI. That is surely inspired by 2001: A Space Odyssey. The AI in that movie, the HAL 9000 computer. The red dot against the black background. I think that's sort of a faint homage, perhaps, to that film, 2001. Which is a great sci-fi film for anyone who has not seen it. I wonder which ending route they'll go with the OG guy. He could be freed from the AI or die. Yeah, I would like to think that Albert has some potential to be saved still, because like he was still alive when we left him. He had just been injured. So maybe he will... Oh, and also the... or if you mean the OG guy, like Ivan Zhang, then yeah, I guess we don't know what happens to him yet either. So definitely think somebody was up there. Do you think one of the AIs is contributing with the company's AI or taking over it? Taking control of it? Yeah, I like to think the AI is maybe at least planning a takeover. Maybe it just hasn't fully taken over yet. But there is, yeah, some potential foreshadowing here. This kind of reminds me of cloud computing services. I personally use a less capable service because it has better software compatibility. Funny. Yeah, that's a neat personal connection then to this game. That maybe sometimes the service that's in some ways less capable might have other advantages that can counterbalance them. Hank's shadow looms over this playthrough. It does. That it does. And it was great. Oh yeah, I would need to add that to the end of the anime title to make it complete. And then, yeah, I'm sorry, Dave. There needs to be a dialogue line like that at least once in this game. But, you know, chat, with all of that in mind, I think, since I have been playing, okay, yeah, about 3 hours, 15 minutes, why don't we go ahead and pause there? Because I think that is a pretty good option to, or a pretty good place to pause it. I just want to make sure that my game is saved, though. Because one thing that kind of is worrying me now is in the bottom left corner, you can see last save. Oh, 0 hours, 3 minutes. Okay. At first, I misread that. I thought it said last save 3 hours ago. And I was going to be like, no. Wait. I was going to be like, oh, that's like, I've lost so much progress. But since it was 3 minutes, 42 seconds ago, that's pretty recent for the saves. Yeah, I think that having just finished that interview with the manager and now being about to start a field training, we'll pick up there next time. And next time, by the way, if you're wondering, is tomorrow at the same time. So that is 7 p.m. Central Time. I will be continuing this game and seeing where the story goes from here. I really don't know where it's going from here, chat. I think that it's a game that has a lot of openness in terms of how it's setting up the story. I like how in detail that it's going. So far, I'm enjoying the game. And it looks like, oh, okay, some nice comments in the chat. Yeah, great stream, thanks. Stream was great. You did great today. Time flies. Yeah, thanks, everyone. Certainly, it's more enjoyable having you all here for it. It would not be as much fun if I were just playing this all alone. But yeah, I think that getting to see people's thoughts has helped me kind of understand the game. Glad to make it for my first stream. Good luck, man. Stay up late to catch some of these. Yeah, thanks everyone. So yeah, for tomorrow, that's pretty much all I have today. Just on a different note about one of our commenters in particular, Tia, I know you're also streaming tomorrow, and at 2 p.m. Central Time, I believe that is the time, you have an announcement stream. So I'll be looking forward to seeing what that is. So everyone else, if anyone else does not know, Tia Fair is a fellow philosopher VTuber, and tomorrow I see that she has an exciting announcement stream planned. So if you're interested in seeing what that is all about, I hope that you will tune in to that stream. But all right, thanks again, everyone, and have a good rest of the evening. And I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. But in any case, have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you around. Bye.